Yo, yo, what's up with it? This your boy Nuni, back with another reading. This going to be all signs reading. I'm going to be asking a question the week ahead. It's the week ahead. It's no question. It's just the week ahead. Okay, close that up. Get back on here. Oh, let's put the thumbnail there. Very good. Thumbnail. I might do that over though. I might do that over. What's up there, Kimmy? Is it morning time? Maybe it's morning where you are. So good morning to you. It's like 12:30 here. You said you missed the last live. When was the last? Oh yeah, the last live. I was going to do one last night, but then I was like, I don't really feel like it right now. I'm just chilling. But today is a real good day. I know it's a good day because I got everything done already. I got it all done from 6 o'clock till now. So I was like, shit, I got time. I got time. So much time that I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the rest of the time because I did everything I needed to do. So I even cleaned up. I was like, yo, I went and cleaned up because my room been a mess, been looking array. So I went and did that. Oh, let me do that. Let me fix that. There we go. So I went and fixed my room. I did all that. You know what I mean? Vacuuming up real nice. Organized my closet. I was like, dang, all the stuff I wanted to get away. I organized the stuff that was over by my front door. All the stuff I was like avoiding doing, I did it. I was like, oh snap. We on a roll today. So it's a good day. What's up there, Tracy Trace? So it's a good day today. All right, so anyway, y'all, we're going backwards. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna do love and we're gonna do money career, all that good stuff. Okay, so first let's jump right into the money career. So money career, what it's looking like. What's up there, Bree? What's up, DP? All right, so let me see. Let's look at money career. Money or career, what's gonna come out? What we got? All right, we got Jupiter. It's a good time. Good time for y'all. So it's a lot of luck or synchronistic moments coming for y'all. What's up there? C Mac, C Mizzle. All right, so a lot of good luck or a lot of synchronistic opportunities are coming your way. Got the sun here. All right, so this week, as far as money, the more optimistic and the more hopeful or the more outgoing you are, the more people are going to help you guys up, or the more like partnerships, deals, customers, clients, whatever. If you do stuff like that, if you don't do anything with customers, clients, or anything, then people will be just more generous of you because you're more likable. Like you're more, I don't know, people are more excited or happy to have you around. You know what I mean? So like if I would have seen Venus or maybe a Cancer energy or any of that. But like with Leo energy or Sun energy, it's people liking to be generous, people liking to have your attention or to like win your approval. So that's where you're gonna be getting money from. Being likable this week, highly likable. You know what I mean? Even at your job, just like just people in general. They may buy stuff for you. They may maybe maybe you find money on the ground. It could be just synchronistic moments that happen for y'all this week financially. You could be strengthening the bonds at work with the coworkers or strengthening the bond with people around you who have money. All right, because so this week your confidence gonna take y'all far. So like an old version of yourselves is falling away, or like stuff that didn't work when it came to partnerships, when it came to maybe getting your needs met, when it came to connecting to people, maybe when it felt like maybe like asking. Sometimes they're like asking or asserting yourself to get what you want. I think you guys are gonna be feeling a lot more seen, feeling a lot more comfortable, confident, just being out in the light. So that's going to help you guys. So some of y'all, there may be a big merger coming your way, or you're about to be like linked up with somebody who's a big deal. So that may be like in your career. I don't know. It could be Pisces or Sag or Leo. So you may be connected to somebody who's big in your career. This may be a week of expansion for y'all. Mostly in like your charm, your charisma, your outgoingness, your confidence. You may have a lot more energy. Kind of like how I was telling you, I was cleaning up everything. So this could just be like, well, it's Pisces. So this could be like a collective thing for all of us, where we're just feeling maybe more energetic, feeling more hopeful, starting to see, stuff like, manifest in front of your face, or starting to see like uncanny or like very, I don't know, very, how do I put it? Otherworldly stuff. Is it otherworldly? It's like how you see stuff that like, wow, it's synchronistic. But what do they call it? Like when you see it, you're like, wow, that really just happened. So like this week, a lot of like, just good opportunities to come your way. People may be helping y'all out. financially. And it's, yeah, it really says, it says, don't be afraid to show your true colors. So most of this, and it says this is a symbol of abundance. Money is about to appear in your life. So it can just come through any wild way, for real, for real. Not wild, but like it'll just come through ways where like, oh, I can see why I would get money from doing this. You know what I mean? Or I can see why people would want to pay me for this. Or, you know, I like, you start feeling deserving of more is the energy that's coming this week. So even in your relationships, even if you're connecting with people, these would be people who are like a big deal to you because you're expecting more or better experiences. Um, and I don't mean like in a romantic sense. I mean like in a financial sense, where, but it could be romantic too. You know, it could probably bleed into all of that. But anyway, you'll be working together. Some of y'all gonna be working together with somebody soon, and they're gonna help you guys bring in a lot of money. Some of y'all, they may be LGBTQ. I think I said that right. They be doing that. You know what I mean? They be into that. Possibly, you guys could be like a big hit in that community in some way, or you guys could be maybe coming out in that way, or I don't know, connecting with somebody who's like that, or somebody who just like is what do they call it? Would they be androgynous? So you could be dealing with like somebody who's an androgynous. I don't know if that's useful for y'all, but I'm just telling y'all that's what was coming to me. Or you guys are just like allowing your freak flag to fly, meaning like you're just being your raw, true, authentic self, and it really, and everybody just loves it. So that might be really what it is for most of y'all. But for some of y'all, it was that little bit I was just telling you about. But I think most of y'all is being like raw, authentic, you know what I mean, hopeful, outgoing, and like people just like the energy because it just feels vibrant. So here, Pisces, you can have a little bit, take a little bit of this, get a little bit of that. So all right. So anyway, just and I'm assuming that money is just coming out of nowhere too, because it doesn't really say. Some of y'all maybe, I don't know, maybe leaving somewhere or traveling soon. So maybe that's it. Maybe it has to do with trips and travel. What's up there, Queen? Maybe it has to do with trips and travel that like help you get more money. So let's look at the love real quick. Oh damn, I didn't even use no tarot for that, huh? Next go around. All right. So anyway, let's look at love real quick. Love. All right, so you guys get your confidence coming. You got first house. So, in terms of love, this could be you guys getting to know somebody. So maybe running into somebody from like your childhood, or running into somebody who you guys knew at a younger period. This could also be feeling a lot more confident, feeling a lot more physically appealing, a lot more attractive. You're gonna be running into people who view you to be that way. They may view you as a goal. Could be dealing with an Aries so far, but if not, you guys may be in that Aries energy of like going after the things you want, being more confident, being more forthright, you know, being more assertive, being more bold with your approaches. We do got North Node here too. So the people that you guys are running into are going to be people who are going to make you guys better, or people who you're running into because you've gotten better. So these are better partners. Just like I was saying in business, these are better partners. And even in romance, it's the same thing. Better like options or better opportunities are being presented y'all way. All right, so these connections may be people who feel like they're like meant to be in your life, or feel like a calling, or they may have like a calling that's very similar to yours. So you may connect to these people because of that this week. This week you guys just getting on track, for real, for real. You know what I mean? And like starting to feel like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, even if you're not going through a hard time. Just starting to see stuff formulate, or starting to see stuff materialize in your face. You're like, okay, here we go. We're getting some action. What's up there, Stephanie? It's gonna feel like you're getting some action. You know what I mean? So some of y'all is maybe turn into a sexual encounter, but it's gonna feel like you're getting some action. So even if it's not sexual, it may just be like maybe you're getting some attention now. You're like, okay, somebody sees me now. So this week you guys are gonna be feeling seen. All right, maybe because of your physical appearance. So maybe you guys are like doing your hair. We got 8 of Cups. All right, that's cool. 8 of Cups is emotionally withdrawing from situations. All right, what we got? Okay, the Devil. All right, so wait a minute. And we got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so two things. So somebody that you guys probably want to come back around is coming back, or people that you guys have been waiting on to make a move are going to make a move this week. All right, some of y'all is people that you guys may have rejected, or who may have rejected you. All right, or there could have been people who were like coming about self-motivated, but this time, well, they're still coming self-motivated this week. But this week they're gonna be doing stuff that's useful to you. You know what I mean? Even if they're expecting something on the back end, they're gonna at least be coming through and doing something for you. So somebody who's afraid to make an approach on y'all this week will probably make the move. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we got the Devil, and we got the Sun. So some of y'all that are being drawn to your physical appearance, as I was saying, you know, so they may do stuff for you now because you look more appealing to them this week. You know what I mean? So maybe they've seen you somewhere, maybe I don't know, just anything. Maybe, and even if you already have a partner, this week your partner just likes you a lot more. You know what I mean? They may be touching on you. They may be doing stuff for you that they normally don't do. Baby, you want me to get the clothes out the dryer? You should have been doing that all week long, all month long. But today, you was looking real fat in that sundress, or you was looking real fat in that little muumuu or that skirt or that gown, whatever. You had your little sweats on. Okay, I'll do something extra today for you. What would you like me to do? So this could be that people are showing up for you in that light, and it could be romantically too, where maybe it's a newer person who hasn't made a move. They're gonna make a move. They're happy to make a move. It's somebody who's been obsessing about possessing you guys, or obsessing about like having some alone time with y'all. So that's why I said it could be sex, because we do got the devil here in the sun. So it'd be a good experience regardless of how it turns. It could be somebody who you guys view as a temptation, or just somebody you guys been wanting to make a move. Like, I've been wanting you to try something, or somebody that you guys are like about to make a move on. It could be you too. It don't matter. But because if it's you making that move, it's because you're in that Aries energy of being more confident, being more outgoing, self-assured. I know what I'm going to do here. So it could be that type of vibe that's happening here. Your self-image is changing. How you identify with yourself and how people identify with you is changing. So that's part of what's going on this week. You know what I mean? Even if it's not like an everyday thing after this week or after any week. Because even though I'm saying this week, it doesn't have to happen this week. It could really happen next week, next month. These are just patterns. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do these too often, because they're just patterns. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's gonna be a happy encounter that y'all about to have. Some of y'all could be getting return customers, or people who want to spend on y'all. You know what I mean? People may be like using money or using favor service to like get closer to y'all. Because I got the 4 cups here, so people want to get closer to y'all, and we got 3 of Pentacles in reverse. People are trying to get closer to y'all. They have their own agenda in mind, but like it's probably because they just find you to be appealing. So it may come through money, hook or crook. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted to say. It may come through hook or crook to get it. You know what I mean? To get you to like recognize them, or to like be interested in them, or to want to spend time with them, or you know what I mean? So they'll do stuff for you. They'll shower you with gifts. They'll shower you with like affection. It's sometimey though. It's sometimey. So somebody else just like them messaging a little bit more. You know what I mean? Out of the blue. Hey, what's up? Like irregularly checking up on you throughout the week. You know what I mean? Like people you want to hear from irregularly checking up on you from out the week. You know what I mean? This could somebody else could be somebody you guys are like is in I would say in the industry, or like who's deals with people who are like higher ranking, or deals with like I don't know, people who are obsessed with them. They have like maybe fans, or they have like past partners, romantic interests who are like obsessed with them. So you guys are connecting with those type of people, or connecting with that type of person who's like very obsessive and only like approaches when they feel like there's something to gain, or when they feel like it's something worth their time and investment. So some of y'all, these were past people who didn't really feel like it was worth making a move on you at the time, but now, oh snap, I see something. It's your physical appearance. You know what I mean? Some of y'all show physical body, but it could be anything. It could also be that you guys have like really started putting yourselves on the pedestal this week. Maybe you guys like are maybe emotionally withdrawn, really not connecting or feeling connected to people, or not like being emotionally like involved with people in a way where you don't feel like part of the crowd. Even though you're part of the crowd, you may not feel like part of the crowd. You may just kind of like keep an air of like, it is what it is. So that might be also what's drawing people in towards you, because you don't really seem to care too much, and it seems like an authentic version of like confidence. It doesn't seem manufactured or made up or overly arrogant to try to like fit in, you know what I mean, or to try to like bolster your image or bolster your reputation. It's not that. All right. So anyway, yeah, that's mostly it. It's just fun, some enjoying. You should probably have some fun this week. Some of y'all definitely could have some sex if you wanted it. There's gonna be an opportunity presented for that. You know what I mean? So it could, maybe you guys are going out drinking or something. Somebody's gonna try to get some alone time with y'all this week. So it could be a Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Pisces, Aries, Aquarius. All right. So that's for Pisces. Okay, so we're gonna be on a long one. I see this already. All right, so let's look at your money for Aquarius. Okay, so what's the money looking like? Aquarius? Or your career, whatever message gonna come out about that. Yeah, you called us a little early. Okay, so we got Aries energy again, assertiveness. Okay, so you guys could be starting to get more confident in your career. Now, some of y'all could be put in a leadership position, or like pining for a leadership position this week, or like a leader, a boss, or somebody like that in management. Somebody in higher ranking may approach y'all this week. So it's maybe promotion, or this maybe talks about maybe like your efficiency, how well you're doing. So I don't know. Sometimes if you do like content creating, this would be like your analytics are looking really good. They may be rising or something like that. So that's always good for money, right? I don't know, I get you guys being a lot more confident and a lot more assertive at work, having a lot more ambition behind you. You know what I mean? So you guys maybe becoming a lot more disciplined too, and really tunnel vision or focused on what it is that you guys want to achieve. So, because Capricorn is here, you guys could be achieving a big goal, which could be like maybe a milestone. Maybe there's a certain amount of money you want to save. Maybe there's a certain amount of hours you want to work. You know what I mean? Something like that. Maybe there's certain results you want to see. You guys are about to take, like, head first. Let's say jump head first into your business or head first into something that's going to like build up your finances. So we'll see in a second. What are we talking about? Some of y'all gonna be getting more followers or more people who like want to like spend with y'all. So if you run business, more people are gonna want to spend with y'all. But if you guys are like, in terms of, let's say, career, you guys may be becoming a lot more assertive and a lot more like mature within the business or within your field. So you guys maybe have a lot more knowledge, have a lot more understanding, know how to apply it practically, know when to take your time. So your timing this week is a great time. You guys may have like a natural knowing of timing. You know what I mean? Knowing who to connect to, how to connect the dots, who to reach out to. You know what I mean? So it's a good time for like resourcing for y'all this week. You guys may be also being patient with yourself too. So you guys may be like ripping and running, but like also impatient seeing stuff, but like, knowing that it's coming anyway. So you guys may be, I don't know, some of y'all is making the best of whatever you have right now, but like doing a really good job. That's what I see. You know what I mean? What they talking about? What's C-Mac going for? Let me look at C-Mac. What's C-Mac doing? I thought it was something interesting. All right, so yeah, you guys be connecting with a lot of different people. Because we do have this, some of y'all this could be a status change because of the CEO. It could be a status change. It says your angels are with you. Believe that you are never alone. When you're staring into the abyss stares back at you. So you're gonna start seeing a reflection of the work, the energy, the effort you do. You're gonna start seeing it come back to you. So whatever you put your time, your energy, effort into this week, you're gonna start seeing rewards, progress, achievement, respect, acknowledgement, these things for doing it. So it's going to keep you going. It's going to keep you motivated this week. You know what I mean? So you can be getting accolades or getting like, recommendations or getting like, good job, Aquarius. You know what I mean? And from some of y'all, it's from people who are important, like a boss, a manager, somebody who's in like maybe a higher authority or somebody who you guys admire and respect. You know what I mean? There could be, kudos to you, which is work. It's going to work out because you guys are going to be stop. I guess some of y'all are going to stop maybe being in a victim mind state or like in a sorrow mind state, always sad, thinking of the worst case scenarios or something like that. You guys will stop thinking about like what could go wrong. You guys are getting out of that energy this week. So if you run a business, that's going to be really good for you because you guys will get out of that. People not supporting you, people not liking you, people not wanting to be around you, people not helping you. You'll get out of that energy because this is with Aries and the Capricorn energy. This is fully independent. Don't need you to help me. I got this. So you guys are coming more into that energy. And that's what's bringing a lot more people into your energy. Bringing a lot more people around who want to support you, who want to patronize you, who want to pitch in, jump on your bandwagon. You know what I mean? So that way you kind of feel like you're not alone. That's what it's about. It's bringing community in. So some of y'all could be more followers if you do social media or something like that. But it could also just be more customers, more people, client base, whatever. Touching more people, making more sales, doing whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, it's just you'll be, again, it's almost a vibe of being liked by people, but it's because they like your drive, they like your ambition, they like how you get stuff done, they like your motivation, they like that you don't need somebody else to tell you what to do or how to do it. You can do it on your own. You know what I mean? So that you're inspiring other people. You're inspiring people who are probably higher up than you, or you're going to be connecting with people who are probably higher up with you. You know what I mean? Getting their recognition. Yeah, getting their recognition. All right. So this, like I said, that should boost your confidence this week. This week, you guys should feel like you can do whatever. You know what I mean? As long as you put your mind to it and really work for it, you'll start feeling confident in your rewards. You'll start feeling confident in your devotion. Okay, so let's look at this love life real quick. You said, would you consider that money laundering? Let me see. Let's look at your love life this week. They're talking about love life. Okay, so you guys gonna have a breakthrough in your love life or your romantic life this week. Y'all could either, now the breakthrough don't always gotta be somebody else. The breakthrough sometimes could be that you just had an epiphany. You realize something. Oh, you know what I mean? Because you know how I always relate that Seven of Swords to being a Seven of Swords to being like a hindsight. Like, oh, I realized something because it's an Aquarian energy, but it also has the moon in there. So it's an Aquarian, but like I recognize in hindsight after I detached from the situation. Oh, I kind of see what was going on there. So you guys, because we got the Earth here, so that means you guys are learning a lesson or encountering. Some of y'all are getting reorientated with somebody that you already know. You guys are having a breakthrough with a partner. All right, so this is like we're about to like start groundbreaking again, or start like breaking. Let's say some of y'all, if it's brand new, we're breaking ground. So it's one of the two. All right. It's gonna be somebody you guys are gonna have an intense connection with, or if it's like I said, past partner, then it's gonna be a quick start. You guys gonna like intentionally have feelings for each other. Even if it's a new person, the same. As I said already, if it's a new person, it's gonna be a quick start, but it's also gonna be very deep. All right, very almost profound in a way, because like, whoa, how's it? How do we move this deep? How do we feel this way about each other so fast? So it'd be one of those. All right, so it could be a Taurus or a Capricorn, could be an Aquarius, could be a Scorpio that you guys may be dealing with. Um, this time though, if it's a past person, even if it's a new person, the relationship's going to take on a transformative type of energy, where it's going to sometimes it may make you question what you consider to be right or wrong. It's meant to break down your values, your beliefs, outdated values, beliefs, traditions, stuff that don't work for you no more. So that's what's like happening for y'all this week. All right, so like you guys are having maybe like unprovoked epiphanies that you can just come out of nowhere. You can be cleaning, you could be washing, you could be on your way to work, driving, listening to your favorite tunes, and it just bloom comes into your mind like, hey, jackass, guess what? You were here, you should have done this, or this went this way because of this. And you're like, oh wow. So some of y'all are starting like, if it's like I said, you're going either going back to deal with other people, past people, reconnecting, starting over again, or getting to know new people out of nowhere and just feeling connected to them, like, you know, deeply bound, maybe even deeply disturbed by them. You know what I mean? So you may be dealing with people who have like a strong level of sexuality or like a strong sexual pull towards you. Again, it says leaving the pieces that no longer serve your highest purpose. So romantically, you guys are getting rid of like a version of yourself that no longer exists or isn't going to allow you to get the outcomes that you're looking for when it comes to romance. So that's probably what you guys are going to realize. Like, oh, I've been doing this shit that has not been getting me what I wanted. So let me start back at the bottom or at the beginning, and then like redo it. So some of y'all is like getting to know somebody all over again, because you know, like if it's a past person, you know how like when you meet a past person, you always have like, you know, like we were already in the past, so I remember you for what I remember you for. I don't remember you for this version of who you are now. So some of y'all could be realizing that like you've been maybe like replaying certain patterns that haven't been really conducive to the outcomes that you're looking for in romance. He said I have those all the time that way. You feel me? Me too. When I be just riding, sometimes in the shower too. You know, because I be shaving my head and stuff, so that's when I be thinking about it. You know what I mean? I always be thinking about it. Every time I shave my head, I think about my dad though. Cause my dad, right, when he used to shave his head, he had the baldy too, and like every time he would shave it, I for no reason, bro, like it'd be a fresh shave, and I just palm his head, and it was like a funny feeling. Like it's not funny, it's just skin, like soft skin, like a baby's ass, right on your hand. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know, cause your head feel funny." You know what I mean? It's like a fresh shave, and no, and I only do it when he shaved his head. You know what I mean? If it was scrubbing and all that, I don't care, Dad. But as soon as it fresh shave, hey, Dad, what the hell, yo, what you doing, man? So it's one of those nostalgic moments. So that may be what's going on for y'all, because like like epiphany, like stuff like that just brings stuff to you. So some of y'all just may be like bringing up a longing or yearning for a past connection or stability and foundation of relationships that like reflect a different version of you. So again, it's kind of like Pisces, so you guys could maybe be dealing with the Pisces. We got Sag, Gemini, Pisces. So possibly you guys are dealing with the Pisces. We got Sag. All right. So this week, I get you guys struggling to like let go of the old philosophies or let go of your old ways, though. All right, you guys got an opportunity to like start anew with somebody or to like pursue it, but it really could be in your mind. Your minds could play tricks with y'all this week when it comes to romance, because the opportunities may be presented, but you guys may be playing them off as if, it's not really a big deal. It doesn't really matter to me if it do or it don't. And that is where you will fuck up. If you pretend that you do not care about what you want, you're leading your body or you're leading your mind to see that I don't go after the things I want and I don't feel like I deserve the things I desire. So that's where the philosophy is like you guys are changing, because the philosophy right now that you guys may be in of more pessimism, of doubt. I can't see how this can work out. I can never imagine myself getting out of this situation. I could never imagine myself being able to let this go if it doesn't go how I expect it to go. You guys are having more of an optimistic outlook because of the person that's coming into your life. This is somebody who may be like a leader to y'all. They may be a little older than y'all, some of y'all, because of the King of Wands. But even if they're not older than y'all, this may be somebody who's not your usual type. They may pose like their way of living, their lifestyle is totally different than y'all. So this may be a different type of like dating. Sometimes it can be like cultural. They may be a different culture than y'all, so that could be it too. You may be dating multicultural, so maybe that's part of something that y'all are maybe uncomfortable with. It could be a breakthrough in that. This is somebody who has great prospects or has like, I would say is a great prospect, especially with the Three of Wands. with the lovers, there's just no intimacy, no trust just yet. You know what I mean? This is somebody who's devoted, they're ambitious, they're like outgoing, they're strong, they're protective, they're like, you know, fiercely devoted to the things that they really want. So this could be somebody who's showing up, because we got the lovers in reverse. So some of y'all, it's maybe people or situations that are showing up to show the reverse mirror of where you don't go after the things you want, or where you don't allow the things that you want in. You know what I mean? Because maybe sometimes that Eight of Swords could be self-doubt. It could be negative thoughts. It could be previous situations that didn't go right that I still keep replaying. So some of y'all, it could be that. You know what I mean? And because I'm seeing this Temperance in reverse, it makes you feel like a fish out of water at times, because you don't really know how to interpret this like culture shock. You're like, I've never done it like this. Like, I don't know. I never. Maybe they like for instance, I don't know where you're from, but let's say that in some cultures they'd be like, you got to meet my parents first before we get serious, or before we date. You know what I mean? Or you got to do this, that, and the third, or they're used to like dating this way. Like, I don't know. If you leave from America to somewhere else, or you leave from Egypt to somewhere else, or you leave from China to somewhere else, they have a different cultural way of dating. So some of y'all are having to like get acclimated again to like the dating market if you want to. Some of y'all may just be sticking your toe in and maybe just like keeping like half in, half out with like casual connections. Because some of y'all, distance may play a part with Three of Wands. Y'all may meet up from time to time, or y'all may stay in different households, or there's an opportunity to create stability, but in an unusual way this week. All right, so it could be done with Leo, Aries, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Scorpio. All right. So let's look. Let's see where we're going. What's up there, B? Let me see. So what's going on with Capricorn? Okay, so Capricorn, look at this cash. Look at the cash first. Cash. All right, some of you are going to be working with people long distance, all right, or hearing from a large organization, company. Maybe you guys are doing deals, brand deals this week. I don't know. Some of y'all may be. Or you guys, sometimes with that, I see the 11th house once with the deck. This could mean that you guys are having more people, connecting with more people. Oh, we got Venus. So Venus, you guys are going to be liked a lot. But this also is good for business. So like in career in general, you're just liked. You know what I mean? So work, career, whatever, people are fond of you. People are sweet on y'all this week, all right? So you guys may be learning this. Some of y'all are learning your impact at work. So maybe you're recognizing that you're making a big deal at work. But this could also be like maybe having the ear or the eye. Somebody has their eye on you, meaning like the higher ups again, because we got ninth house here. These are usually influential people or people who make a big impact in the culture of things. So you guys could either become this person, like this week, this may be part of like what's happening for y'all, because the ninth house is also a house of expansion. It's also a house of luck. So for y'all, this is going to be a lucky opportunity in some way for y'all, where people just like you. They like your values. They like your aesthetic. They may find you to be appealing. They may find you to be attractive. Even if at work, you know what I mean, you're having these experiences where it's showing you that people here value you. People here appreciate you. People like you. And I know as a Capricorn, we like feeling appreciated because we were working hard. We do a lot. Sometimes we do more than what we need to do for no reason. You know what I mean? And all we want is just a little bit of a thank you. So that's what you guys will be getting this week. At least a little bit of like appreciation. All right. Because Venus is here, you guys could be also getting some stuff that's nice. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I was saying, I was cleaning up a little bit. You guys could be fixing up your house. Or you could be like finding stuff like in experiences with people. So financial opportunities with like either because of being liked by people or because of your like hospitability, your hospitality to people. What the hell? I was having an issue with that. With your hospitality with people, or people are just being very hospitable towards you. Because the Venus can also mean like courtship, but it just means that people are like, you're prone to like being able to make good business deals. You know what I mean? People are prone to giving you more, or like, you know, appealing to you because we like to see you happy. We want to see you in a good position. So you guys be having that at work or whatever. You guys maybe exploring a little bit more, maybe seeing other areas of the job that you haven't seen before. Some of you are expanding your horizons because of the people that you guys are connecting with. So I don't know how I can explain that, but like, you know, this could be like you guys are dealing with, like I said, influential, impactful people. You know what I mean? And these may, some of y'all, if you run a business, this could be like influencers, maybe wanting to like shout your business out, or maybe even the clients that you may like, you know, have you come across. These maybe people who are useful in that light. All right. So you guys aren't going to be taking, you guys may be upping your prices. Some of y'all are like having higher quality experiences at work. where like it kind of shows you your value, shows you you're appreciated. It says brave, passionate, desire. So it says you're swimming against the current. So you guys aren't going to be swimming against the current. It says sometimes the solution is easier than we think. So you guys aren't going to be swimming up against the current. You guys are going to be doing what works for you. So this may be the new philosophy where you guys work smarter, not harder, which is normally a Capricorn trait. But some of y'all had to learn that. You know what I mean? So it's like people are just fond of you. So they give you your way. They allow you to like, you know, expand. They allow you to grow. They allow you to run into lucky opportunities. They kind of push you into those moments. Or just the people that you encounter, because of these encounters, you start like, you know, recognizing like, oh, I have these type of encounters all the time. So it boosts your confidence to like, you know, explore, to try something different. All right. So some of y'all may try to travel, leave your job. You know what I mean? Some of y'all may, if you're having like issues or trying to mediate with people or trying to like find a peaceful resolution, you may just be leaving your job. I don't know if that's going to be something that you guys want to do or if that's going to be good for you, but it may be because it says the solution is easier than we think. So maybe some of y'all do, but also I get you guys putting together a think tank or putting together a group of like-minded individuals, and you guys are like working together. It makes your job easier. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going backwards. Yep. So it makes your job easier. All right. So because ninth house is here, these could be it could also be travel. I said that, or like experiences. Maybe you guys are dealing with foreign people, or like I don't know, shipments. I don't know, businesses from a while away. I don't know, a while away. I did say that, like organizations and shit, right? I said that maybe earlier, or did I say that for Aquarius? Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, just a big discovery. A lot of discovery is going on, y'all. That's what's gonna be happening in terms of like money. So just you'll be liked. I don't really see any real issue in terms of like connecting to people. They're just saying go with what works for you. That's gonna be the philosophy that you're gonna be taking on at work. What works for you? So like having more optimism and hope that like the work that you put in, the effort that you give, that you're gonna see it on the back end. You know what I mean? And not worrying about like what's next. You already know what's next because you're just gonna be taking action on it. So it's kind of like Pisces? No, was it Aquarius? Very similar, but just kind of different. You know what I mean? So it's just a new outlook that's going to happen for y'all at career, which is going to cause expansion and cause a lot of like beneficial opportunities. Some of y'all may decide to leave and grow and do something else, which will still be good because people will like you. So wherever you go, there's an opportunity to grow, there's an opportunity to expand, there's an opportunity to have abundance. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. So even if you were leaving a job, it's not like you can't find another one because you guys are recognizing like, oh, I do a whole lot here. I can do this at another company too. You know what I mean? So like you may recognize that. All right, so let's look at the love for y'all. Let's shuffle this up one more time. So, let me see. Fucking flies. All right, so love. Let's look at the love. Let me see. Love. Okay, we got 7th house. I was just wondering what's the spiritual meaning of ants in your opinion? I have no idea. I can't even lie. Usually working together, collaborative energies. That's what I would think of. Ants understand hierarchy naturally, you know what I mean? And they're very self-sufficient. Not self-sufficient, they're very efficient. What's up there, T. Lee? All right, so we got 7th house. So some of y'all about to have a romantic little getaway today. Today. What y'all doing? All right, so maybe today, but for some of y'all, it could just be like this week. You guys are having maybe more romantic partnerships. People may idolize y'all. They may dream about wanting to have relationships with you or just imagine having relationships with you. Or you guys are connecting with somebody who you guys had imagined having a relationship with. It's a lover boy, lover girl type of person coming your way. All right. Lover boy, lover girl coming your way. All right, so this is somebody who sacrifices for y'all, somebody who's very sensitive. This may be somebody who you sacrifice for or you may be very sensitive towards. You guys just be like, you know, real dreaming, really into it. All right. So it could be a Pisces, could be a Libra. Even if they're not these signs, they're just going to be somebody who's like very easy to get along with, very playful, loving. Somebody else could be a Sag. Now, this could be also somebody who's mixed, foreign, or this is just somebody who has like a big personality to them that may sometimes overwhelm you. Like they could be emotionally overwhelming at times. You know what I mean? Sometimes they can be very pushy, easily annoyed when things aren't turning out how they expect. Or you may feel this way with this person. You may feel like this person is pushing you too much, pushing too fast. It may feel like it's moving too fast this week. So like you guys could like really fully, if you're in a connection, you guys are really like starting to fully immerse within each other. And maybe for some of you, starting to lose yourselves in this person. So that maybe was coming to your awareness where you're like, oh shit, I'm really starting to like this person. I'm really starting to lose certain aspects of myself to this person. You know what I mean? This may be what they want though. They may want that. You know what I mean? Or you guys are about to come into a connection with somebody like that this week, have an experience where it kind of feels otherworldly, or feels like something that you're not used to. It may feel like wading in water. You know what I mean? You know how when you got like those little boots on and the mud's kind of like soggy or it's kind of like clay-like. So it's like, you know, you may feel a little muggy to feel unsure about this person at first. I mean, it may be love at first sight though, if it's a newer person, even if it's a past person. Even if it's a person you're dealing with, you guys are just seeing them in a more pleasant light. All right. So it could be an Aries, Scorpio, could be a Sag, could be a Pisces, Sag. All right. So it could be Libra, Cancer, and Four Cups. So somebody else gonna be somebody who cut you guys cut off, or they cut you off. I get you guys want to start anew. All right. Or somebody you guys were trying to ignore, especially with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Could be somebody you guys are trying to keep your distance with, or somebody who's trying to keep them distance with you. One or two. There's a little bit of a bitterness. So this may be somebody trying to heal the connection between y'all with the Temperance. And this may be them doing a lot to do it, like going above and beyond. Some of y'all above and beyond. Others of y'all, they're just putting in a lot more effort than what's usual for them, and whatever that may be. You know what I mean? So this could be like they're calling more, they're texting more, they're trying to connect more. They're pushing more, like to have you around. They're doing stuff that you need. You know what I mean? So I kind of get that vibe of them like putting in some type of effort this week. You know what I mean? Especially with the Four Cups. Four Cups in this, because it's the before tarot, so this is before you guys got annoyed. So this is somebody who's trying to take y'all back to before you guys got uncomfortable, or before you guys got annoyed by them, or before they were you made them uncomfortable, and before they got ignored, they got annoyed with you. So maybe somebody like that. So like it could be the other way around, where this is somebody who you always annoy. You know what I mean? And they could be lowering their guard a little bit. They may be a little defensive at first, but you may give them something that they want this week. Or it's in reverse, where somebody that is like is annoying you and frustrating you is giving you what you want this week. Because we do got Nine of Cups here, so you may get the opportunity. I know the intention here is to try to impress you guys, to try to impress y'all with something that they feel like you would want, or try to impress y'all with an experience. All right, so some of y'all, they just may start randomly, I don't know, talking, messaging, calling, texting, or you may run into them unexpectedly. One of the two is going to happen. All right, because the Fool is here. So they're just going to try. Some of y'all are just going to press their luck. This may be somebody who's pressing their luck with you, or this may be somebody who you're pressing your luck with, trying your hand with, seeing what happens. You guys will get something. With the Nine of Cups, though, it's in reverse. So it may be like, I don't know, you may not get it exactly like you want it. Is what I'm saying. So like that may be something about it. Like it may not be exactly what you want. You know what I mean? Because that Four of Cups is here, but it's like, it's convenient. It's something. So that's what I'm saying. So romantically, it may not be everything you want this week. But like at times when it hits the light just right, it is. So let's say that. All right. So we got Libra, Pisces, Sag, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Sag, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Aries. All right. So some of y'all, like I said, maybe like randomly, either they run into you, maybe they randomly visit you, call you, text you, something. Some of y'all, others of y'all though, I was about to say, others of y'all could like be dissatisfied with how the relationship is, because maybe you have one foot in, one foot out. You guys may be distancing yourself or cutting somebody off, or ignoring them, or you know what I mean, like on the verge of ignoring them. Let's say that because sometimes the Three of Cups in this one is like a before, so it's like I'm still kind of engaging, but like I'm not engaging as much. So that may be part of like what it is. You may be dealing with somebody who's like maybe trying to open up a little bit, but like is on the fence about like, should I leave this alone? So they're trying to engage to keep you comfortable, to keep you happy. I give you a little something of what you want, you know what I mean? So I get that vibe. All right. This is a week when you don't want to take no advice from nobody else about your love life. That's what I want to say. And you may want to keep stuff about your love life to yourself. That's something else too. All right, so let's look at Sag. What are we talking about with Sag? Sag. All right, so Saggy. Let's look. So Sag, look at the monies first. Monies. Let's look at the monies. Where's C-Mac going? Okay, money. We got fourth house. All right. Fourth house and trine. Okay, so family. All right. Close connections are where y'all money is coming from this week. All right, so friends, family, people who feel like family will be people who help y'all out. People you guys have like a solid foundation of real trust and intimacy with. I'll be helping you guys out. If you already like, if let's say that you work at a job, then it'll just be a sense of homeliness, a sense of like trust, a sense of people caring for your needs, of you caring for others' needs. It'll just be really just gentle, more homely, more relaxed, you know, very forgiving at work. So even if you make mistakes, forgiven stuff, yeah, like stuff just kind of like wipe, what do they call it? Wipe the slate clean or brush under the rug. So even if you do anything wrong, it all works itself out this week for y'all. Because we do got trying here. These are lucky opportunities that are meant to come your way. A lot of beneficial rewards. Some of y'all could be acquiring maybe, I don't know if this has to do with your career, but maybe a house, or like a place to stay, or just starting to feel more at home wherever you work at. And this is actually yielding a lot faster results or better results than what you were like currently experiencing or priorly experiencing. All right, so it's a sense of ease that's coming your way and good vibes at work. So more than anything, you should feel comfortable at the job or feel comfortable with whatever you're doing for money. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be much of a problem. I feel like most of y'all, if you work from home, you may be more focused on your home. All right, it's never confused with what you're offering or what you are giving. So you guys may be getting a little bit more, starting to require more, ask for more. I want more. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys are. This could also be like you guys are starting to outgrow a comfort zone at your job. So some of y'all may be feeling like, maybe moving up a level, or maybe even feeling like, expansion. I would say expansive or expanding. That's what it is. What the fuck was that? What's going on here? All right. So anyway, you guys are maybe thinking of expanding, you know what I mean, or something like that. Fucking flies. Expanding. All right, not taking less than which is worth. So you guys maybe recognize like I deserve more here. I have a lot more experience. I'm a big deal here. I need this. All right, because it's coming back bigger, stronger than ever. Some of y'all also maybe working on your physical body. I don't know if that has anything to do with your money, but maybe it is. Maybe you guys are working up a better plan. You know what I mean? You guys may be finding stuff to do on the side where it's like, well, I'm not taking less than what I'm looking for. So if you guys are like looking for a job, a good one maybe coming your way if you're looking for a job, one that you feel at home with, feel very like at peace with. Even if you're trying to like change careers, you're going to go again, kind of like Capricorn. Is it Capricorn? Yeah, kind of like Capricorn, where you kind of run into an experience where like I enjoy this too. I'm good at this too. I can do this too. So it could be that you guys may be leaving a career that you felt at peace or at home with for somewhere else that feels like home again. You know what I mean? You guys could be having a bunch of those experiences where it feels like home. What's up there, Tiffy? All right, it says the older you get, the less you suffer fools gladly. So you guys aren't going through the same mistakes that you did. So like I guess like you guys are really starting. If you're at work and you're enjoying the job and you're not thinking of leaving, then it's like we're really starting to get at home. People around me, I'm really starting to enjoy the people that are around me. So it makes the job feel better. It feels like a second home. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like work. So work doesn't. So you don't even have to dread going in. You don't even dread like the time that you spend there because it's like this is my other home. So like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So that's where the money comes in because maybe you can spend more time at work. Because maybe you enjoy the work, you know what I mean? And maybe they pay you more because they see how hard you work. Because now I'm looking at that coming back bigger, stronger, and better, and they pay you more because of how strong you work, you know what I mean? Or because of how efficient you are, or the positive results that they've seen, you know what I mean? So, because it says the older you get, the less you suffer fools gladly, which means the less you mess up, the less mistakes you make. You learn from experience, and these experiences are experiences you can use to improve. So, it's probably more money coming your way because of like you guys have learned from the experiences, and it's just lucky encounters, it's lucky opportunities, you know what I mean, and knowing what your worth and your value is. All right, so that's career. Some of y'all maybe also getting an experience with somebody who does domestic affairs, or does something like at a long distance, or that has like a home-based business that makes money. They do money, they make money. Whoever says has a home-based business that makes money. So you guys may be like dealing with somebody like that. All right, coming into your life financially. It could be an older person too, a little bit older, or maybe they travel a lot, or they just travel, or something like that. It's coming your way with opportunity. So maybe somebody with a suitcase, some money. All right, I don't know, or they be like suitcases. Okay, so let me see, or they wear briefcases, suitcases, something. So let me see. Sagittarius, what we got for love? Okay, we got Virgo energy. So let's see, Virgo, and we got 7th house here. Okay, so this would be a good time for you guys if you guys have a partner. This is a good time if you guys like reciprocating each other's needs, listening to each other's needs, where you guys are attracting these type of people into your life this week, or you guys could be being too skeptical, too critical about your needs, too like nitpicky, too specific. You know what I mean? At this time with the Libra energy, 7th house, you guys are needing to be more like in service of your partner if you have a partner, or wanting to be more of a caregiver, caretaker with your partners, or you guys are attracting these type of people. It can go both ways. So I don't know this week. So it could be people wanting to take care of your needs, people wanting to like, be more hospitable towards you. People want to keep the peace between you. So some of y'all could be somebody you guys are making amends with, or somebody wants to make amends with you. You guys may be coming to an agreement with somebody. So it could be with a Virgo, it could be with a Libra. All right. What else? All right. So you guys could also be just like doing little joint endeavors with people. You know what I mean? Being invited to do stuff together with people. So this may be like this week. You guys may be sprucing up your appearance a little bit. Like, you know, really paying attention to the detail when it comes to your clothes, the colors you wear, the shoes you put on. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, that may be like a big thing. You know, because you want to be liked by people this week. I'm not saying that you want to be liked. I'm saying that you're probably going to want to be liked this week by people. You're going to probably feel the need or the want to be liked by people, you know what I mean, or want to be needed by people. So you're dealing with partners who want to be needed or like to be needed. So they'll be planning stuff for y'all to do. Some of y'all is like a one-sided connection this week. So if it was somebody who did some type of wrongdoing to you, then they're looking to make amends. They may not want to take guilt, but like they're looking to make amends. You know what I mean? They kind of want to give that what's the word? What's the saying? Where it's like, we're both not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. You're always wrong because I'm perfect. So I don't know what they ever would say. But like, you know, it's one of those where it's like we come back together because like we both weren't wrong. You know what I mean? I did what I did. You did what I did. They would like to get the relationship off the ground, or at least to like to restart again. You know what I mean? I'm getting that vibe. Let's restart again. So it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be a Libra, Virgo. And we got Libra. So let's see. All right, we got Ace of Wands. I'm telling y'all. So this person gonna be interested. Some of y'all are gonna be interested in being their true selves this time, or like keeping it real in a way. And I say in a way that's pleasant. All right, so they're gonna try to keep it real with you in a way that's pleasant. So if somebody wants to initiate with y'all this week, or wants to like fight for the connection, you know, maybe stoke the fires again between y'all. You know, so maybe a little witty banter just to kind of like, you know, warm us up again. It's that little thing. So if you guys were beefing with each other, or you were feeling like I don't really care, this is somebody who cares a lot, so they're gonna start expressing it. All right, because we got King of Cups in reverse. So somebody who cares a lot, and they're gonna be expressing it, but like admitting how much they care. So if you guys are having like a little power struggle, a little ego battle, or you're arguing, frustrated, or mad with somebody, then they're gonna be trying to playfully banter with you guys, or trying to like some of y'all interfere if they think that you guys have other connections. You know what I mean? So this could be like them more messaging, more calls, more texts. Maybe it could be even annoying then sometimes, because that fire wants to be annoyances. So this week, it could be a lot of people like bothering y'all this week. It don't have to be one person in particular. It could be a lot of people bothering y'all this week. Your connections may be one-sided, but they be more geared towards people who like wanting to please you, wanting to keep you happy, wanting to entertain you. So they may be bothering y'all in a way. You may feel bothered. All right, with that King of Cups in reverse, then people may make you feel bad for not wanting maybe the interactions or not wanting to socialize with them as much. Not saying that you don't want to, because sometimes that Virgo could be like a hermit. It's like, I like to spend some time to myself. I'm focused on work. I'm focused on what I need. And they're saying like this week it may be like more beneficial to like keep contact with the people who you care about or who matter to you most at this time, because your relationships may be waning because of like inequality. Some of y'all may be too focused on the bag, too focused on your own independence. That may be an issue, especially within a relationship. You have to give equal give and take. So this may be something that you guys are talking about, you know what I mean? And maybe like coming to terms with, you know, with the justice in reverse. You guys may not come to a clear consensus or a clear deal, you know what I mean? But like you guys at least getting the talk going, at least initiating, you know, talking and, you know what I mean, going back and forth with each other. So I do get that, you know, but it's somebody who cares a lot more than what they let on. Some of y'all, they want marriage, but they may be a talk about it, or they're trying to hint at it, or like speak about it, or if it's not marriage, they would just like to like, you know, maybe make amends in a way where they don't want to have to say like, hey, I'm wrong. I'm getting that vibe. So this week, you may have little petty arguments, little petty bullshit battles or whatever. But, you know, it works out in the end. You guys come back and make amends. You know what I mean? Somebody maybe insincerely says, I'm sorry, and they don't really mean it. But, hey, if it makes you feel good, it makes you feel good. All right. We do got the Ace of Wands and that King of Cups. So some of y'all could be possibly having a little sex if you wanted. This could be makeup sex for some of y'all if you guys wanted that. That might be why the justice in reverse, because it's like it's not really making it better, but like, okay. You know what I mean? You know, all right. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, it's usually that. Or the King of Cups could be like, I get you a gift, or I do something for you that you would like me to do. I should have probably did it for you, but like, I'm doing it now because like, I want you to feel like I care more now than I did before. So it could be that. Like, it don't have to be sex, but some of y'all, it may be that. Some of y'all, it's going to be sex, and the others of y'all, it's going to be like, I'm doing something for you now that I know would make you happy. You know what I mean? So they may present an opportunity to maybe spend time, maybe where they like do something that you want to do that they don't want to do, but they act like they're really involved. I'm here with you. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Something like that. So could be an invite to do something like that. So it could be done with a Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That was all signs, almost. Almost. Okay, so let's look. What they don't get away with. Y'all could win. Y'all be winning. I mean, like King of Cups is like people who care a little bit more than what they do. They be putting on for y'all. You know what I mean? Somebody else like somebody trying to fight back for the connection. They're like, no, I don't want you to love nobody else. Love me. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on. You know what? You know what I noticed for Sages though? NYC Marie. You know what I noticed for Sag? Oh, you did change it from being Marie. That's why I didn't know what was going on. I kept seeing C-Max saying Marie, and I was like, I don't see Marie E. Because you changed it from saying Marie E to NYC Marie E. Oh, okay. That really, and now it makes sense because now I'm seeing the wrench and all that shit. I'm like, how did NYC Marie get that? But I wasn't going to like put you on blast. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, it's all good. I don't know how they work the system, but it's all good. All right, but anyway, but what I'm saying is like Sag, because this is a big thing for Sages. You know, you guys always get the most success when you stop doing what you think everybody else thinks you should be doing. Because most times y'all already be having it in the bag for yourselves because y'all just get a natural luck. But what always ruins y'all or slows down your momentum is like looking at your path and thinking that it should look like theirs. They not lucky. They not going to get what you get if they do what you do. So do what you supposed to do. Do what works for you. You know what I mean? A lot of times y'all be trying to fit in a box that don't fit for y'all. And that's where the problem be at. That's y'all too big for the box. You know what I mean? You guys are roamers, explorers. So your relationships may not look like everybody else's. Similar to Aquariuses. You guys are rule breaker renegades. The stuff that y'all do, a lot of people catch on years later. Like, oh, we should have been doing that. Sad been doing that though. All right, so Scorpio, let's look at your money. Let's look at the money. You said how you just gonna bend as a Sag versus Pisces. All right, so Scorpio, let's look at the money. What's the money talking about? Career money. Oh, okay, I guess it went back down. I don't know what that was. Let me do that. I kind of feel like that was forced. Maybe you guys could be trying to force stuff with your money. We'll see. All right, we got Lilith here. Okay. Taboo. We got third house too. Okay, so you got all, this is how you're gonna get some money this week for y'all. All you gotta do is speak it, ask for it. You guys could get it. All right, because we got Lilith and we got Gemini. So you guys may be feeling a lot more empowered, telling people, asking people, demanding of people. The more demands, the better. Demand it. Give me some money. Like right now. Send me some money. Right now. Send me some money. Cash at me. PayPal me. Apple Pay me. Zelle me. Whatever you may do. Fucking super chat me. All of that right now. That's so you guys may be asking for money, but like some of y'all could be in a more clever, playful way this week. You know what I mean? And people may want to do it. So in terms of finances or career, you guys may have a lot more impact with your words over people. They may feel drawn to doing stuff that you want them to do. You'll feel really empowered speaking up this week. You know what I mean? You'll feel really empowered saying what's on your mind this week. And the people around you will concur, like, you're right. I agree with you, Scorpio. Yeah, hell yeah. So you're going to feel a lot more powerful with your thoughts and with your communication style. So it may change where it becomes a lot more demanding or a lot more, some of y'all could be even more sensual, more sexual. It could be louder. It could be more bass. It could be more conviction. All that may be happening here too. All right. I just feel like you guys will be really empowered just by communicating, just by talking. That's where you're supposed to be getting money from, being able to communicate your thoughts. Maybe you're saying things that are like controversial, things that other people won't say. Maybe at the job you're expressing things that like other people have been like feeling upset about, and you're like, I'm saying this because everybody else is afraid to say it. So like you guys may be saying stuff that's uncomfortable, but it also is making changes. So that's something that's important. You know what I mean? You may have that type of pull, that type of say so where stuff get changes. You guys are like Diddy in prison. Diddy can say stuff right now, and now everybody in there is probably eating McDonald's. You know what I mean? So it's that type of it says you're about to break a generational curse. See what I'm saying? So some of y'all, a generational curse could be of like not communicating, not asking for what you want, being afraid to say what you want, being afraid to communicate the uncomfortable truth to people, being afraid to like say what it really is. You know what I mean? Like you guys are saying stuff that people have been wanting to say but are afraid to say. So I guess in career, this is going to make a big difference because you guys are going to stand out. Because it says you're breaking a generational curse, but breaking a generational curse could be like this has been the culture of this community, or the culture of this job since before you've gotten here. And you're like, well, fuck that shit. Scorpio, we break shit. We break down generational traumas. We do shit different here, bitch. So you may be talking like that, where we're like, we do shit different. This is Scorpio world. I want shit this way now. So, and it looks like it may be going your way that way. Like people fall in line, like, okay, I'm with you. And I really do mean that. They will probably fall in line because they agree with you. Third house are people who agree with you. They take on your beliefs. They believe it to be right or wrong. It says the older you get, the less you suffer fools gladly. But I'm just noticing that the people are smiling and happy in here. So you'll be liked by people this week. You know what I mean? And you guys maybe also knowing who to trust. Because it says the older you get, the less you fool. It says the older you get, the less you suffer fools gladly. So you guys may already know. Let's say that you're at work where there's like people in your community. You know who to talk to and who not to talk to. You know who to like discuss what with and who not to discuss with. So some of y'all could be also knowing stuff about your coworkers, hearing stuff about colleagues, hearing stuff about the deep, dirty shit about your job or about your career, about whatever is going on. And, you know, you may be knowing the tea at the job. And some of y'all could be using it to leverage. You know what I mean? Some of you. It says, don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar. So some of you are like recognizing the good apples from the bad apples, especially if you guys are new at a job or if you guys are like in a career where there's like a lot of like social interactions with like, you know, your coworkers and colleagues or customers. You guys are recognizing who to trust and who not to trust, who to talk to and who not to talk to, because you guys are only dealing with people who make you feel empowered to communicate, to socialize. So like only those people who are paying mind to you are only the people that you're interacting with. You know what I mean? So I even think about this as like being in social media, and I mean I know it's not career, but I'm giving you an example that could like kind of symbolize what I'm saying. So say on social media, you know how you have friends on your social media who, you know, they only watch you maybe when they see you on the timeline, maybe they like it, maybe they don't, maybe they comment, maybe they don't. But have you ever had friends that have been on your social media for years and you've never ever held a conversation with them? That'd be like you getting rid of them or finally speaking to them, or they finally speak to you. So it's those type of vibes. All right. So anyway, could be dealing with a Gemini or a Scorpio in these times, or a Capricorn Aquarius. You could be dealing with these type of people, but your voice this week will be making a big difference in your career, or making a big difference with your finances. You know what I mean? You may be requiring or asking, demanding, and getting. All right. And it's going to make you feel a lot more empowered to keep talking, to keep communicating, to keep speaking in this way. So your communication style is about to change. Let's look at romance. I was just about to jump over to Libra, but I was like, hold on. Let's look at your romance, though, Scorpios. Look at this week ahead. Romance. What are we talking about? Romance. Unless your name is Marie E, ain't no romance. Okay, here we go. Bam. Some of y'all you're gonna be feeling a lot more confident in your sexuality. Y'all could be expressing a lot more sex appeal. Or people around you are going to be a lot more assertive, like in a more sexual way, more intense way. All right, really trying to connect to you guys. All right, so you may be like more of a sexual desire. What the fuck? You may have more sexual desirability during this time. All right, so people may be viewing you as a temptation. You could be getting the things that you really desire and like want it from a person or from people. All right, because of your confidence. So some of y'all may be taking action on the things that you really want and starting to see them, like, you know, starting to see that you can have it, that it, you know, because it's going to make you feel empowered. With the Lilith, with the Aries and Lilith, you guys may feel very empowered going after the things you want. This could also be overactive sexuality. So like I said, people could be maybe being more aggressive sexually towards you, or you could be being more aggressive or feeling more sexual and like exuding more of a sexual energy from you. Like I said, which could make people want to like approach you, talk to you, speak to you, you know what I mean, do whatever. All right. But I do know what you guys are exploring or expressing more of your shadow side, or the side that you suppress and don't really let people see. You guys are doing more of that, like putting it out there on Front Street. All right. But like I said, these experiences are meant to empower you, so you need to know that. You need to remember that part. All right, here we go. Judgment. So some of y'all is gonna be love at first sight, or you're gonna experience this. A lot of people feeling this way, feeling drawn to you, feeling called to being around you. You're like a sexual magnet during this time, y'all. And I hate to say that about Scorpio, but it just be that. You guys could be drawing people in with like Lilith energy. Lilith is sexual. It's primal. So it's just primal energy. But let's say you're not necessarily, let's say they're not, but like with the judgment here, it means that people are approaching you. It means that they're taking action. But let's say they're not approaching you, there will be a strong pull and a natural understanding or a natural knowing that we should be around each other. We should be like with each other. But I really feel like they'll be asserting themselves, being aggressive towards you. All right. We got Ace of Wands in reverse. So people who maybe hesitated in the past are going to be initiating. All right, could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries. All right, some of y'all could be a renewal or like a brand new beginning with somebody who you guys are resurrecting the connection with. Like, you know, it's maybe somebody who you guys were like, you know, thought it was over, but it's not. Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who couldn't find what they were wanting out there. They got Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's somebody, you guys are dealing with a partner who doesn't want to be on their own. So they may be trying to get you guys to do something or invite you guys to do something with them. Try to spend some time with y'all. All right. Could be a Leo, could be Aries or Sag, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius. Is that all signs? That's all signs, y'all. So it's gonna be all signs. Okay, so during this time, a lot of people are probably gonna be interacting with y'all. All right, a lot of people are gonna want you guys to be with them, to be around them. Some of y'all is gonna be people that you guys have let go, released, and thought it was over. Start thinking, I'm not thinking about them no more. Fuck them. Well, they're thinking about you, so they're gonna be trying to initiate. So you guys may be annoyed by some of the people that you let go because they're gonna be trying to reach out. But some of y'all may still seem like they're still trying to give you the same thing. So that might be why you're annoyed, because like, why the fuck, if I just let you go, why are you still trying to offer me the same thing? Go the fuck ahead. So maybe that, you know what I mean? Some of y'all may be doing that, and others of y'all may be releasing, like, let's say, a certain way that kept you closed off from allowing it to come into your life. So like a certain value system or a certain belief that didn't allow you to have this opportunity. Some of y'all are letting that go. All right, because I do get you guys getting opportunities. People find you guys to be attractive or find you guys to be love at first sight. Just feeling like me and you are meant to have a connection. You know what I mean? So you're gonna notice people taking action on you guys. All right, oversharing of themselves. They may be nervous around you. You may notice that. These are things that you're supposed to pick up with Lilith, because Lilith has to do with the primal, like the animalistic nature of us, the stuff that we all hide, suppress. Kind of like Scorpio. I think it's the shadow side of Scorpio, to be honest, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm not quite sure. I got to look that up again. But yeah, so because the Nine of Swords is here, is meaning like it's Nine of Swords in reverse too. So it means that you guys weren't realizing something about yourselves, or were overlooking something about yourselves, that these interactions are meant to like draw to your attention with the Judgment, meant to give you a higher look or a higher vision, to realize like you're making an impact here, you're making a big difference here. You know what I mean? You're making a big difference in somebody's life. You know what I mean? So like, people may share this with you. That may be what makes you realize that, like, oh, because the King of Cups is here too. So it's like people want to express their feelings, their cares, their concerns. They want to show more concern. So you're going to notice that people care more. They're showing more concern. They're loving on you, hugging on you more or something. You know what I mean? They're there for you than when they should be there for you. So they're there for you. Even just the past people. These are past people. Some of y'all, I did say that they're still trying to give you the same thing they were giving you before, but I'm turning like in terms of like stability, but they may care more now. You know what I mean? So like they may do more stuff for you now out of the kindness of their heart, opposed to like what they can get back in return. You know what I mean? So maybe they're still offering non-commitment, or they're still offering, I don't know, whatever they were offering, but this time it's like with more care and concern though. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely care about your well-being and all that good shit. So all right, we do got the Ace of Wands here. I don't know. So the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups again. Again, this could be like some of y'all, they may want sex, but like they may not really want it up front. That may not be their first initial. They may feel like y'all really have a spiritual connection. And though you may be sexually attractive, they feel like there's a deeper bond or a deeper message or a deeper reason for being in your life. So don't just take it like just because you're sexualized and they find you to be sexually attractive that it's just sex, because it's not. All right, they really want you guys to be like their partner. They may look at you as an ideal partner, so they'll try to be like as low maintenance as possible this week, and not make you expect a lot. You know what I mean? All right, so if you come up here today, bring my Stanley. Okay, stink a butt. Let me text my stinkums. Oh, the other day somebody texted me, somebody emailed me, was like, hey, you're a great dad. I just wanted to like let you know, like, don't cuss your baby out. I was like, I don't cuss my baby out. The stuff that I was saying online was just stuff I be saying online. I do not cuss my baby out. Not at all. That's my stinkum. What do I look like? Okay. Stinkums. I said that though. I did text her. Okay, stinkums. That's what I did do. All right, so for y'all, it's gonna be all the signs romantically. All right, so who are we on now? Libra. Don't be lying on me, Marie. I do not be cussing my baby out. I don't cuss her. I'll be cussing around her, but I don't cuss at her. You know what I mean? If I do, it'd be unintentional. Let me say that. Because maybe I am lying. You never know. Sometimes, in the midst of something, you may be like, why you say that shit? That is cussing at them, technically. You know what I mean? But like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like cussing at you. What was that? What's that he sent me? I don't know the time. I'm live. Okay, so Libra. Let's look at your career real quick. Look, career and money. What we got going on? Okay, 8th house. This is other people's money. This could be inheritance of other people's money. This could be inheritance of status. All right, some of y'all are going to be taking on a role of a more caretaker or more caring of understanding of others, like, you know, I don't know, secrets. Maybe you guys are becoming like treasurers or like holding on to like other people's money in some way, or somebody is bringing you money that may be owed to you this week. So that's one thing I was kind of noticing too. With the 8th house, though, it usually means family is giving you money, or people who feel like family, or people who like are around you like a family, or bringing you money, or you're getting money from it. So the 8th house is getting other people's money. You're inheriting it, maybe through death, maybe through tax, maybe through injury, death, marriage, sometimes through sex. So some of y'all could be that in career. So I don't know. Maybe you guys are selling the cooch or something. Who knows? Selling the D, selling the P, something. We do got 4 wands here, maybe. All right. If you guys are doing a home-based business, people are liking your business this week or this week. Yeah, well, we got 2 of cups here, so maybe having issues with like coming to compromises with people. So sometimes that 8th house could be like rearing its ugly head with stuff that we didn't like process before, or stuff that we didn't talk about before. So this may make y'all have to like redo your guidelines, or make you guys have to like revise stuff, look back on stuff that you guys may have signed, or look back on things that you guys may have like attached or connected yourselves to, or people that you guys were connected to. So it may be like that stuff, because sometimes they can bring up ugly stuff from the past. So I do get that. I got 6 of swords, though. Things that smooth themselves out. You guys just may have to like revise the connection, the understanding, or the, I don't know, maybe it's just like just a misunderstanding. You guys may have to like reword it or re-say it, or, you know, throughout the week, I guess is that you guys may have to be like a little bit more compassionate or a little bit more understanding to people, even in their like darkest, ugliest times. You know what I mean? So you may be seeing people in like their ugliest times, or in their most uncomfortable, like, you know what I mean, terms, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? They're not being who they normally would be, or they're being who they really are, but you may not like it. You're like, I don't really like that version. I don't really like it. So I guess in your career, I don't know how that has to do with anything. But I guess when it comes to like connecting to people, you may not really feel the most personable, is what I'm saying. So like, you may not really be feeling the way they feel about stuff. You may not care. You're like, I don't care. You know what I mean? So that may be part of like what it is. Like, you're going over issues that maybe don't really like do anything. I have to do anything with you and like stuff that you experience, but you kind of like, all right, I don't really care. Who cares about that? That has nothing to do with me and my family. You know what I mean? So experiences like that may be going on at work, where it's like, you know, you're kind of there going through the motions, but at the same time, you're like, I don't really care. I'm kind of detached from this. I'm just kind of here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm here for the snacks. That type of vibe. 6 of swords means there is good negotiation. We do got 10 of pentacles, but that usually means that there's a large expenditure. 10 of pentacles in reverse, so there could be a large expenditure, you know what I mean, or a large expense that comes up, you know what I mean? So you guys may be getting money from maybe family members or something, and then there's a large expense, or you're taking on a large expense that's going to yield you results in the long run. So one of the two is happening here. But I feel like it's a large expense that like costs you something. Maybe it's like repairs, or it could be car, it could be house. You guys could be like spending money on something that you really need to take care of. Could be electric bill, could be anything. That has nothing to really do with like career and money, but like you're getting money from other people. So other people maybe give you money to help like deal with issues that probably aren't their issues. You know what I mean? Which is good. Because like if I'm spending somebody else's money, I'm cool with that. Like, yeah. Sure, I needed to like fix a hole or something in my car, in my window, or wherever, in my house or whatever. But if I don't have to use my money to pay for it, I'm happy. Who cares? Let's fix that shit today. I ain't got to pay for it. So I'm getting that vibe. Where like you guys may be finding funds or getting money that like, you know, you didn't have to work for. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? But I guess like it's the deal or the compromise or the negotiation that's the problem. You got to smooth things out though. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not, some of y'all's not as large as you expect, or maybe it's not as good as you expect or something. It could be any of that. You know what I mean? Could be disappointments in that in terms of like finances, money, but like not really. Maybe you guys are just being a little ungrateful in a way. All right. With the 7 of swords, I get you guys just kind of like, I don't know, looking back on it, like wondering if you guys made the bet a good deal. Some of y'all maybe wondering if you made a good deal, if you maybe should have like went for more, tried more, asked for more. You know what I mean? Because you may get what you're asking for and be like, damn, I should have got for more. I should have asked for more. Hold the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, damn, next time I know, ask for more. So I kind of get that vibe. All right, because Six Swords, like, we just move on. It is what it is. We're done. We're done with the situation. We resolve whatever issues we may have had, and we're moving on. You know what I mean? So, being able to Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio. Okay. So, you just said that? What did you just say, Tiffany? What you just say, Tiffany? Let's look at your love life this week. All right, you guys. All right, have a connection. I've seen the 8th house and 7th house. We're gonna see again though when I look at that. And then when I shuffle, we got Sun, and then we got Aquarius energy. Okay, so some of y'all may be dating people who aren't your usual type or getting an unusual amount of attention, which really isn't unusual for y'all, but like maybe it's unusual today or this week. It's an unusual amount of attention or an unusual amount of like connection or feeling unusually attractive or feeling unusually confident, outgoing, talkative, social. You know, you may be feeling unusually this way where you just feel like popping out a lot more and just be seen a lot more. And you like the attention and some of y'all could be popping out at wild hours, at like weird hours, going out maybe late night, going out early morning, maybe you're going for walks, going for runs. I don't know why that has to do anything with your love life, but I'm guessing that's the case. All right. You said about the contract I just closed, I could have got more. Damn! That's how it be, Tiffy. Tiffy, that's how it was for me, too. I just took a deal. I said, damn, I should have asked for fucking more. Now, if I knew what I knew then, what I know now, I'd have definitely asked for more. But it is what it is. You know? And haste, that's how you learn sometimes. It's free money, but hey, it ain't free money. It costs me in the long run, but like, it's all good. It is what it is. So anyway, you guys will be feeling a lot more confident, a lot more attractive. All right, so people who maybe feel like they missed out on you, or they would try to take opportunities to reach out to y'all. So they may message y'all. They may try to like appease you in some way. Somehow you guys are like, I don't know, like tried before and it didn't really go nowhere. They're gonna try to reach out and appease you or try to like connect with you. Yep, I got the Knight of Pentacles. I got Page of Pentacles. So somebody who's gonna try to build a foundation or try to build some type of structure or try to build some type of consistency with you. It's gonna be reaching out. It could be a Sag. Could be a some of y'all is gonna be somebody who been should have made the move with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all are somebody who's like a coworker, colleague, somebody you guys see regularly but irregularly, who's gonna make a move on you guys. There's gonna be a breakthrough in that connection or a breakthrough with that interaction with y'all. It's gonna be one that's gonna make you happy. You're gonna be happy to like, oh snap, I'm so happy you hit me up. I'm so happy I ran into you. I'm so happy we're doing something. So they may want to do something together because we got 8 of Pentacles here with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of y'all maybe like based around work or around money. So maybe this would be like them bringing you money or bringing you an opportunity with money, or you're using money like, oh, I pay for us to go do something together. Let's go to the batting cages. Let's go to Top Golf. Let's go to, I don't know, something. I'll pay for it. You know what I mean? It may be that vibe. You know what I mean? Could be doing the Leo, Virgo, Cancer, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Aquarius, Leo. All right, so some of y'all is gonna be a past person or like experience with people who didn't take action before, who wanted to. Maybe they were kind of like, some of y'all, let's say they were playing, or they weren't really doing anything that was useful for you at the time. You're like, well, what do I do with that? Maybe they didn't have much to offer with that Page of Pentacles in reverse. All right, or they just didn't know what to give you. It could be that too. But anyway, yeah, I get y'all building up trust or building up talking again. Some of y'all. Some of y'all, it's like if this is somebody you guys blocked, ignored, or were ignoring, or weren't paying no mind to, I get them being a lot more consistent because some of y'all may be like ignoring them and they're like, oh, well, you're not paying me no mind. Well, that makes them put more effort in now because what they want is like, to build or to see the results, see the fruits of their labor for the time, the energy that they've invested. Because it is the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It's somebody who wants to see a payout or wants to see results or wants to see something for the time, the energy that they put into the situation. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those. So it's like, well, I want to like I've been doing this for so long, or I've been giving my best, or maybe they feel like they didn't give their best. Could have been that too, because with the Eight of Pentacles here, they could be trying to build that back up, or maybe try to figure out how to fix things. Especially with Two of Swords in this Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, trying to figure out how to fix things this week. All right, so if it's somebody you're not giving attention to, or you're ignoring, or not paying any mind, or if you're just like in that energy of this week not paying attention to anybody, that's where you guys will have a breakthrough. Because those people be wanting to reach out and try to reconnect or try to be around you again. They maybe try to be friendly. Some of y'all is maybe people that you friend zone, or people who may feel like friend zoned you, or sometimes because with the King of Swords, I get like a professionalism vibe. So some of y'all could be professionalist, like a professionalistic vibe or professionalism vibe. Profession has to do something with it. I almost feel like money, business, something like that. Maybe you guys see each other routinely, but like irregularly, but like we kind of know that you're going to be here at this time or something like that. You know, I know you're going to be in this area, or I know you work in this building, or something like that, or I know you're on this side of town when I'm at work or something. You're going to be reconnecting with somebody in that way, unexpectedly. All right. It's going to be somebody you're going to be happy to connect with. So it's not like, I don't want to talk to her or him. Yes, you do. Don't fucking lie. All right. They're going to reveal something to themselves about you. I mean, reveal something about themselves to you that they never shared with you before. So that's an intent to try to build the trust and intimacy and all that back into connection. All right. Some of y'all, maybe some of you guys are viewing as like off limits. Because I was saying, it may be professional in a way. So maybe it's a boss, a manager, somebody, authoritarian, something like that, or colleague. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like you don't date people at your job or some shit like that, or you don't date people in your neighborhood or date people this close to you or something like that. I don't know. They're going to try to make a move on y'all this week. All right. They may be unsure what it's going to do, but they're going to try something. So it could be a Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Libra, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Virgo. All right. So it was Pisces towards Virgo, but I already said that it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so Virgo, where we at? Bam, Virgo. Yeah, with the sun there, it's always a nice one. Even if they're like on some bullshit, you still be happy that they're there. You know what I mean? You know how like maybe you have like a friend or a relative or a cousin or somebody who you love, but they always do some dumb shit. Like maybe there's a cousin that gets too drunk, or there's like a ex that like, you know, maybe they always have like a little nervous tick, or they do something that just annoys you, but like you be happy because you ain't seen them in a while. You're like, oh, I'm so happy you're back. What's up? Even though they keep doing that shit you don't like, you be like, I'm just happy that you're around because I do like the spirit of you. So is that. But anyway, Virgo, let's look at career real quick. What are we talking about? Career. All right, so we got career. Okay, so we got Pisces energy and the 8th house. Okay, so again, it's going to be like a deeper understanding of your career, deeper understanding of the people around you. So you guys may be like naturally knowing and understanding the people around you. Just to be able to get what you want, get what you need. You know what I mean? So you guys may be like playing stuff up in a way, just to kind of like, you know, get what you want out of situations. You know what I mean? So some of y'all can be, I would say this could be like, some of y'all could be like romantic, where you could be like pretending to love people more than what you love them, and they like give you stuff for it. You know what I mean? Like maybe you have a sugar dad or like a boo who like sends you cash apps and stuff. You guys can get like extra money. I kind of get that now with the 8th house here, extra money, or people are trying to like soften you up, sweeten you up by giving you money this week. So that's always a good thing. All right, because 8th house is getting other people's money, but you're getting it from a romantic aspect of the Piscean energy, where people want to sacrifice for you. People are like paying it, like I would say they're investing into your dreams. They may be inviting you into like joint ventures and like going soft on you. You know what I mean? So like even these are like competitive fields or competitive like situations, they're going soft on you. So like imagine, say you want to buy a house. This is normally like buying anything that large is like naturally competitive, but we don't really see it. And usually with the 8th house, that's what it is. It's usually like that hidden aspect of competitive competition that could be involved in that in the 8th house. So it's like, say you're like doing a big purchase or like wanting to buy big things, people are softer, sweeter on you when it comes to the sale. You know what I mean? You get more out of the deal, more out of the transaction than the people that are actually like selling the product. You get what I'm saying? So you're getting that. So this could just be people being nicer, sweeter. You know what I mean? Some of y'all could be making money from an artistic standpoint in a way. So, you know, maybe more customers, returning customers. You know, you guys could be drawing in more people. They may like your appearance. They may like your, well, they don't, it's not your appearance. They like what you stand for. They like how you have meaning. They like your depth. You know what I mean? Something about like connecting to you feels like me giving you my money or me buying from you. Like, I don't know if you ever done sales, but like if you like were selling a product, certain customers don't even like the product. They like the person. So they're like, oh, I'll buy the product because like, you know, you took all your time to say what you said to me. So like, here, I'm going to spend the money and just get it. Like, they'll probably just throw it in the back of their truck and never look at it again, and maybe even keep it on subscription, but it's because it's you. You know what I mean? So people are fond of you in that light, where they're just giving to you because it's you. All right. Even opportunities that are being presented where people just want to share their resources. You know what I mean? So like, let's say people get groceries, they want to bring you some. I got some extra groceries, you want some? And people got extra food or extra resources, they want to give you some. You know what I mean? So like your needs are getting met because people want to sacrifice and want to see you safe. You know what I mean? They want to show up as a savior in your life during this time. Says pay close attention to friends who don't clap when you win. So pay close attention to those people. All right, because there'll probably be people around who are like, you know, ain't happy that you're able to get what you want, and it may seem like you're not really trying, because that Piscean energy can sometimes mean like you're just doing what everybody else would want you to do. like it could be a people pleaser at times, or like very adaptable to like the energy that's around them. So like people may feel like jealous because you're just doing what everybody will want you to do. You're saying what everybody wants you to say. You know what I mean? You could just be liked in that, like you could just be fitting an aesthetic that people are like looking for at the time. This week you're like fitting something that maybe subconsciously people want to like see in the moment. You know what I mean? So you may be part of like an escapism to others. So like let's say you do social media, people may be really watching you a lot more because you kind of like fit some type of like fantasy that they have in their mind, or you're playing in some type of like you know, some type of like perspective that they have about life that they want to see, and you're living it. You know what I mean? Some of y'all could be living like a more luxury, or more like a more of a taboo, or more of like a out in your face life that other people aren't living. What's up there, Cola? All right. He said, "Why you don't have to try when it comes to love." I missed that. It was going too fast. Anyway, it says if you get tired, learn to rest. So you guys will be taking time to yourself this week. That's cool. In terms of career, just resting. All right, but this could also be like taking time to smell the flowers. Look at how far you've come. And it says you are swimming against the flow, swimming against the current, swim with the flow. So he's going this week, you guys are just going with the flow. Just like intuitively knowing what to do to get other people to invest in you, to give you money. So, you know, there'll be some jealousy. So pay attention to the people who don't like clap as you're winning, or clap as you're like having success during this time, because you're going through a deep transformation where you guys are, some of y'all are going to be bringing your dreams into reality, or bringing your visions, your, you know, I'm gonna say delusions into reality. You know what I mean? But like on other people's dime, on other people's back. Other people want to bring you, like bring that type of success, or bring that type of happiness or fulfillment into your life. So pay attention to the people who don't want that for you. Those are people you should probably like, get out of here, get out of here, get. You know what I mean? All right. So also you guys will have a lot better discernment this week, or a lot better intuition when it comes to just connecting with people. Like I said, you probably can see what's hidden beneath the surface with your social interactions, and like picking up on people who are fond of you, picking up on people who are not fond of you, and like, you know, deterring yourself from connecting to people who aren't happy for you when you're winning. All right, so Pisces, Scorpio is there in Cancer, so maybe those signs are involved. If not, who knows? But I know people will have genuine love and concern for y'all this week, even if they're just playing it up. They want to be closer to y'all, so that's gonna be helpful. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was about to skip it. All right, so let's look at your romance. Let's look at love for Virgo. All right, so Virgo, what can you expect this week in love? Let's see what we got. We got second. Oh no, we got Taurus house. I wanted to say second house, but it's just Taurus. All right, so Taurus, and we got ninth house. Okay, so you guys are gradually starting to like expand, or starting to grow, or starting to like take on new philosophies, new beliefs, new value systems. Some of y'all are taking these systems or these beliefs to a new level, so they're like evolving. Some of y'all, they could be going in a good way, where you're starting to see the results that you really want, where you're having the experiences you really want this week. And then others of y'all, it's taking a little while, so you guys may be revamping them, changing them, taking on other people's philosophies, exploring to see what works best for you. You know what I mean? Because that 12th house means, I mean, the Taurus energy is you're going to get the best experiences. So that's what y'all are. Maybe that's the problem for y'all this week. You guys may want the best of the best experiences. All right, but that's like the possibilities are there. The possibilities for these to happen are there. I guess it's just about you guys being stubborn, and that may be what like slows it down. Being too stubborn, too like it has to go this way, because that Taurus is like, I'm not changing for nobody. And if you're not changing, you're dying. Because if you're not changing, you're not evolving, you're not growing. So if you're not changing, and things aren't like, you know, becoming something different, then you're dying. So I mean, we're all dying at some point, but like whatever it is that you're asking for is not getting closer to you, because you're not changing the approach. So you may have to change the approach to some of y'all. Now, some of y'all, love-wise, you guys could be like getting comfortable with a partner if you already have one. Some of y'all could be a foreign partner, or a long-distance partner, or you guys are having a connection that is like giving more meaning to your relationship life this week. What's up there, Sun Psychic? So it could be relationships that you may have are bringing more meaning into your life. So some of y'all, this may be if you don't have any partner, there's maybe a potential for you guys to meet a second spouse, even if you've never been married. It's a second long-term relationship, or a second serious, meaningful connection coming your way this week. All right, so you guys may have that type of interaction. Ten of Pentacles here, which means that they don't have the same values as you. It's Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this maybe some of y'all are somebody who's leading a long-term relationship. All right, I got Temperance here. I don't know, maybe not. Some of y'all, it may be somebody who's leaving a long-term relationship with that Ten of Pentacles. If not, it may be somebody who you guys have a long-term relationship with, who's like, you know, maybe starting to accept y'all differences. You know what I mean? I understand your differences than mine, and like I want to come together, and you know, maybe we can like expound upon this connection, or expound upon our beliefs and our value system and our experiences. Some of y'all, somebody who had to go out and experience something else, something new before they came back. All right, because I got the judgment here, which kind of gives me like a past person again, past experience. But if not, it's a big lesson that's being learned here, y'all. Where you guys gonna get the recognition or get the confirmation that you were looking for. Some of y'all is like to move forward with the relationship if it's a newer relationship. So this week, if there's like connections around or people around that you guys want to take action on or have like high hopes or can see a connection going further, you guys are gonna get the green light or get all the green flags that say yes, take action, move forward with this connection. This is who this person is, and this is the worst that it can get, or this is the best that it can get in terms of like who they are. Not saying that this will be the best that you can get in general, but usually with the temperance and in terms of love or in relationships, these people are like a big deal to you. They're useful. They provide a like expansive look when it comes to life, when it comes to career, when it comes to outlook. You know what I mean? They put you into these experiences that you probably would have never experienced had they not came along. You know what I mean? So um, could be some of y'all like a life partner. And when I say life partner, I mean like a partner that could stay in your life for forever, even if it wasn't marriage. Like you guys may end, even if you were to end, it would end on an amicable level where like, you know, we can still be cordial, we can still be friendly, we can still be mature, I can still be useful, you can still be useful, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you guys can just accept each other. You guys are being that energy this week of accepting things as they are and using whatever's around you to your benefit, to your best, you know what I mean? To your best. So like the experiences that you have, the connections that you're having, the interactions that you're having, in terms of love, you guys are getting a lot more recognition, a lot more like attention. So that may be also what's bringing that partner back, because they may be noticing maybe you guys are posting more, posting pictures on social media. Maybe you guys are, I don't know, maybe to see other people flattering you, flirting with you. You know what I mean? It could be that. You guys are getting attention from people that you guys wanted attention from. All right, and you're gonna notice that they're gonna be shy around y'all this week too, and having a lot of like issues communicating or like getting their words out. Some of y'all, they may just be talking about just anything. Like people may just want to talk to you this week about just anything, anything to get your attention. What's up there, Uni? Anything to get your attention, because that's going to be a big thing this week. People want your attention on them. You know what I mean? So this could be like you post pictures, more comments on your pictures. I don't know. You go out, people are flattering you. You know what I mean? You're just going to get a lot of recognition this week. As far as like, and like I said, if you have a past connection, there may be a renewal of that. You know what I mean? Where this person like accepts like you as you are, accepts you as a whole. You know what I mean? It doesn't want to change anything about you. So there could be that type of connection that's coming into your life shortly. Even if it's new, it's gonna be a love at first sight if it's new, and it's gonna be somebody who would not change anything about you. They like you as you are. It's not a romanticize or idolize. They view you as a person, as a human, at like a soul level. So it's like I don't even care, even if you were fat, even if you were handicapped, even if you were retarded. It don't matter. I like you, but not in an idolized way where I don't see who you really are. I see who you really are, and I like you. I like that version of you. I like the version of you that's been through stuff, that maybe has trauma, that has a little baggage, that has a little baby fat, that has, you know what I mean, has a little flat butt or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. They like you. That's what I'm saying. So you guys are getting acknowledgement for things that maybe you guys were like ashamed of, you know what I mean? Or maybe you guys felt like, you know, inadequate for, you know what I mean? So you're getting attention for these, but like it's good attention this week. So it could be done with a Taurus, a Sag, an Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Libra, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, or a Virgo, Gemini, Sag. Okay. You said I just described you. I do a good job with that. That's my job, Jenny. Okay, so Leo. Let's look at the career. What are you talking about? A little sippy sip. Okay. Okay, so Leo. Let's look at the career. What are we talking about? Career or money, whatever happens. Okay, we got Leo. That pops up, showstopper. And we got second house. Okay, so you guys will be having to show off for the money. All right, gain people's approval for the money. All right, so this could be also people just being generous with you because they agree with you. They see your worth, they see your value. So it could be both ways. One, it could be like people are just being generous with you and they want to win your approval, so they're going to give you money because of that. So you may be getting more money at your job because maybe you guys are like doing something that's winning their approval of the higher ups or winning their approval of the people around you. So if you do sales, you're winning the sales because you have more showmanship qualities. Maybe you're more entertaining. Maybe you're more enthusiastic. Maybe you're more outgoing. Maybe you're more descriptive. Maybe you're like, if you do sales, you're like, you're selling the shit out of shit. How about that? All right, you guys could be acquiring some new possessions or buying some new stuff if you want this week. You know what I mean? Oh no, sorry to hear that. I'll keep it up too. I'll keep it up so it keeps bringing that sunshine to your heart. Thanks for letting me know that too. All right, so people be a lot more loving with y'all because we got Leo energy here, which is heart ruled. So people be a lot more loving, charming, charismatic towards you, or you're gonna be a lot more loving, charming, charismatic, and this is gonna be wanting people to spend money on you. All right, so this could be just like maybe family members, lovers, people who care about you, just buying you stuff. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to have physical money; they may buy you stuff. Because the second house means you're getting possessions, stuff that you can see, and it's like stuff that's valuable. So you guys may be getting stuff that's valuable. Maybe you're buying stocks. Maybe you're getting into something like that. Maybe you're getting into like managing your money better, and it's creating a sense of pride. So it could be that too. Like you guys are learning how to spend your money, or you like usually when the second house in the Leo, your money is attached to like how you're able to spend it. So like you need to be able to spend money to feel like important in a way. So some of y'all are like getting that this week where you're getting money enough to where you're feeling confident enough, and this makes you want to show up a lot more and pop out a lot more. You know what I mean? It could be a promotion, some, but like I don't think everybody gets promotions every week. So like I'm not thinking of promotion. I'm just thinking that you're getting either recognition or like approval or praise, which inspires you to keep doing what you're doing, and that brings more money. You know what I mean? So maybe you're working better. Maybe you're becoming more efficient. You know what I mean? Because that Taurus energy is your hard work paying off. So it could be that vibe too, where your hard work is paying off and it's really making you happy and it really brings in more money. You know what I mean? But most of y'all, because you guys are very theatrical, you guys maybe like the highlight of the office or the highlight of like wherever you work at. People just like, you know, like dealing with you, like winning, like getting, I'm gonna say some of y'all like your responses, your reactions, how you like act, cool. All right, some of y'all's gonna be online. You guys may be maybe making more money online. You know, or getting more exposure in that way if you're online, or just having more people around you because we got the world here, which means that opportunities are abound or around you. We got 7 of Cups here too on the bottom deck, so it's definitely opportunities are around. You're running into opportunities to make money. You know, this could be customers, clients, people coming back to you. Maybe like I don't know, some of y'all could be an accolade or an award for something that you've completed successfully. Like maybe you graduated, and then family members gift you money or something. You know what I mean? Some of y'all just be online, like you guys maybe like acting a fool and made some money. Like maybe you got a TikTok. I said TikTok. Maybe you got a TikTok that starts going viral, or maybe you have a YouTube that starts doing numbers, or you have a Instagram that has them, or Facebook or whatever. You know, your showman qualities are what's bringing y'all money in at this time. Your flair, all right, and like you being like outgoing and like just easy to love. 7 of Cups came right back out. It is upright. So a lot of different experiences. If you guys are online, posting more this week is going to probably do it for y'all. Because the 7 of Cups is usually for me posting more pictures. But even if you don't post more, maybe it's just pictures that you already had like existing, just doing numbers. Like maybe you're in rotation now, or I don't know, or just a lot of different opportunities are coming out of the blue that have always been around, but like you just weren't aware of them at first because maybe you didn't have the confidence at first. Because that second house and that Leo energy, it's like, man, I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do because I didn't feel like I had enough money. So like maybe you wanted to go on a field trip, maybe you wanted to go on a honeymoon trip or something, even not a honeymoon, but like a little lover's tryst or something. Or maybe you wanted to do something, buy something. I get this week you guys will be able to buy something you really want because of the money that's coming in. So it could just be like an experience you have. Like maybe you guys are overindulgent. Maybe you're eating out this week because maybe we got King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, this week y'all making some money. I'm a Leo today. Leo in the 3rd house. I'm a Leo this week. So this week we making money. We buying out. What we getting today? What are we getting this week? We gonna eat out this week. I'm gonna be so excited. We get to eat out. I don't gotta cook. I mean, I already made food this week, but we got to eat out. I'm fitting to share this food with everybody in my neighborhood. Y'all can have some of this right now that I made yesterday. You feel me? What's up, enigmatic one? All right, so you guys will be feeling confident being seen by people, and that's where your money's gonna come from this week. So I don't know if you do like a traditional 9-to-5 job, then people are just giving you accolades and praise, and it could be overwhelming with like how often they're doing it because they maybe keep coming back around saying, "God damn, Leo, you did that too? Great job!" Everybody needs to be like Leo this week. You know what I mean? So like this week is your week. This is your week to like have more exposure to like recognize your place. Like even if you're at your job, you're gonna recognize your place with where you are and be valued, be appreciated. What's up? It's Cook. You're gonna be valued, feel appreciated, feel seen, feel heard. And it could be overwhelming. It's like, man, I'm getting a lot of attention. I'm getting the attention I always wanted from like certain people too. You know what I mean? So You know what I mean? So anyway, it could be Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Sag. You guys may be like, you may be doing so good this week that y'all may be like wondering when the shoe, the other foot's gonna drop, like when's something else gonna drop. So you could be in a better position with the King of Pentacles. Y'all could either be in a better financial position, or y'all may take an opportunity that's going to be presented that may seem too good to be true. You know what I mean? Financially. So you guys may have a whole lot of those situations coming your way this week. Damn. All right. So Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Cancer. Okay. So that was career. I don't know what. Maybe you can start fucking with tarot on that one. I was supposed to mess with those over there, but who cares? All right. So let's look at love. Let's look at love life. Love life. All right. So love life. We got Leo back out again. Okay. So it's probably be a time where you guys are getting a lot more attention. Okay. We got relationships. So somebody's gonna be trying to win your approval, to try to have a connection with you. All right, this could be also a time where people are really expressing their desire to be in a relationship with you. You know what I mean? They've been making it known, front and center. You don't have to guess if people want to be connected to you, because yes, they do. They want to be your boo. Do they want to be your one and only? Probably. I got the Five of Wands here with the World, so some of y'all, they want to like keep y'all to themselves. All right, so let's see. But that was just me splitting the deck. We don't count them signs just yet. All right, so anyway, people that you guys didn't see prospects with, or people who didn't see things going too far with y'all, are missing y'all this week. So if you guys aren't hearing or aren't communicating with certain people who didn't invest or didn't see y'all connection going that far, or took it as like took it as a short-term fling, I get them wanting to renew it. We got the Judgment and we got the Four of Pentacles. So some of y'all people are holding on to the experiences this week, or you may be holding on to the experiences that you've shared with other people, kind of wanting them to renew or wanting them to, like, to do them over, but maybe wanting to do them better, because we got the Death here, the Knight of Wands. So some of y'all, somebody gonna be trying to breathe life back into your connection. They may feel like the worst. They may feel like it's kind of like it is what it is, and it's maybe irreconcilable differences. So they may be closed off. But like really, somebody who's like holding or harboring jealousy, frustration, anger, wanting to recreate the moments and experiences that y'all had. Some of y'all, they want to run down on y'all right now. Who's that with you? Who you talking to? Because that Knight of Wands can be violent. So you guys got to watch out for that person, because it may be a fighter. So some of y'all may pay attention to this person, because it may be a fighter or somebody who's aggressive in that light. And I always, always, always advocate for calling the police on somebody. Because why would you beat up on a woman, but you won't beat up on these white men with these two guns? Beat up on them, fool. You know what I mean? And if it was a woman, same thing. I don't know. Just don't be putting your hands on people. I'm strongly against that. You know what I mean? Don't put them on your kids. Don't put them on nobody. If you can't outsmart somebody with your mind, just get the fuck away from them. Unless they're trying to kill you. Then you got to kill them. But like, I ain't going too far. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So like some of y'all, this could be irreconcilable differences when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? You guys may be a little closed off this person. They may be trying to like, some of y'all, they may be trying to over assert themselves. You know what I mean? So that might be it, because you guys may be leaving them behind. So they may be like becoming aggressive, creating opportunities to be in your space this week, chasing y'all down, creating conflict. You guys may have to stand up to them this week. That may be partial. Some of you is that way. Then others of y'all, it's more of like a charming, romantic place where connections may move kind of fast this week for y'all. You guys may create stability with connections that you didn't even see it being possible. Being in relationships, you may just like, how did I even get here? How are we in a relationship that fast? You know what I mean? Like you guys may take action. Conversation goes so well that like in 2-3 days, you guys are hanging out at each other's house. You're like, damn, how did I get that comfortable to let you into mi casa? You know what I mean? How do we get there? So Knight of Wands, some of y'all could also be like doing trips, travel, like maybe some of y'all, I don't know, going on cruise. Do you go on cruises at this time? It's kind of cold, ain't it? But maybe you're not in Florida or Cuba and all that shit. So maybe you're not in California and all that. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you are. But there are winter cruises. So maybe you guys are going on cruises or some shit like that, or like trips. I don't know if it's this week, but maybe you guys are going on a lot of different trips. You know what I mean? And like trying to like get away from previous connections, or trying to get away from that that feeling of like failure. Relationships didn't go where I wanted them to go. You know what I mean? You guys are getting out of being closed off this week. I will say that. You know what I mean? Just kind of like letting things be what they be. Like it is what it is. Maybe it wasn't all that I hoped it to be, but like I'm still happy because you guys are able to attract more partnerships. So I don't really see where you really have an issue. You guys may just kind of linger on some people that you feel like are the one, but like then I get you guys moving on. You know what I mean? And that's where they like get upset, try to recreate the moments with y'all because like, well, if you're not going to chase me, I'm going to chase you, because they want to attain you. But for some of y'all, they just kind of want to have more impact or more influence in the relationship. That's a big thing. All right, so it could be done with a Leo, Libra, Pisces, Sag, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag. I definitely get you guys. So that Knight of Wands usually somebody who tries to fuck on you. So somebody's probably gonna try to have sex with y'all, or probably try to come visit y'all, or probably come see y'all, or try to create an opportunity for you to come see them, or try to create an opportunity for them to come see you. There's somebody who you guys have a hot, cold relationship with, so they may just like out of the blue just reach out, try to renew the connection, call you, text you, something out of the blue, and try to be friendly or try to come see. You know what I mean? Something like that is gonna happen here. That's what I'm saying. All right. So I gave you the signs. So yes. All right. Let's look at Cancer. Cancer. All right. So Cancer. Let's look at career first. Careers. Let's look at careers. Monies. Careers. Monies. All right. Let me see. What's up there, Kay? Okay. So let me see. All right. 8th house. Okay. That's always good. Getting money from other people. All right. So you could be getting. This could also. I keep forgetting to tell y'all this too. This could be also past debts being paid back to y'all too. All right. Ooh, we got 10th house. 8th house and 10th house. You're getting money. Y'all gonna get money in your career this week. A lot of money in your career. This could be an up level of. This could be recognition. This could be a status change. This could be a promotion, a pay increase. I don't know, settlement. You're gonna just experience more money at your job for real, for real. Something else because you guys are being more ambitious. But it could also just be like, maybe you guys are knowing stuff that other people don't know in the career, and you're able to like, maybe something at the job that other people just don't know how to do. You know what I mean? Maybe you speak a foreign language. Maybe I don't know, you just know stuff that other people don't know. You know what I mean? You're like well versed or well knowledgeable in something that like would be viewed as occult, and all it means is that it's not widely known. All of us don't know that you can use this. All of us don't know that you can do this. Like you may know shortcuts at your job that make you more efficient, which could also bring you a lot more recognition, bring you some type of achievement or accolades shortly. All right, wait, we already did this card deck. He is on this one. Let me see. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we might as well do this one. 7, 8, 9, 10. It was like 8. So we on this one. Okay, so let me see. This week you guys will. Look, we got Ace of Pentacles. So some of y'all are either creating a new stream of income, or you guys are tapping into a skill set or natural ability that you've already had and figuring out how to use it, how to get your ideas, plans, stuff off the ground. You know what I mean? So you guys are becoming a lot more self-motivated and feeling a lot more capable this week. So that's going to bring your money in because you guys are feeling like, I can do this, whatever the case may be. Like if you're getting a new job or a promotion, you're like, I can do this. If you're wanting to create more money or bring more income in, you're like, I can do this. I know how. I know what to do. Like it just comes to you. 8th house is like human. It's like what was I talking about earlier with that? Where like you understand human nature. I was talking about with Lilith. Where you understand human nature. You understand stuff that like other people aren't privy to, and it could just be like stuff that's always been existing. Like if you ever did like cell phone, like anything where you do like human services or deal with people, you see all the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? Or you see the best of the best. You see all type of different variables in life, and you start to catch patterns, like subconscious patterns that people overlook because maybe they don't deal with that many people. Like when you do, when you like work at a call center, you can tell sometimes by tones who's gonna ask for an extension, who's gonna pay their bill, who, you know what I mean? Like you kind of know from like, there's interaction. So it's something like that that's happening here. It's gonna be beneficial for y'all in your career. All right. So yeah, you guys may be leading a lot more people or talking to a lot more people. Like if you do anything, you're just gonna be talking to a lot more people, and that's gonna bring you a lot more money. You know what I mean? So you may be also a lot like giving directives. So maybe some of y'all are going to management. But if it's not necessarily that, you're just gonna be talking, being a lot more like straightforward with people, clean cut and dry about pricing, or clean cut and dry about your services, what you will and won't do. You gotta get a clear beat on what people do and don't want. So you may be starting to understand that because like you're starting to tailor yourself, some of y'all to the market, starting to understand your market a lot better too. So that's also something. So maybe you guys are like, maybe saying what works to be able to get more people into the business or get more people to like recognize your business or recognize what you're doing. I got 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and the High Priestess. So this is good. This is real good for y'all. So this week, y'all be held in high esteem and high regard by a lot of different people. People won't be able to ignore y'all. People won't be able to like miss y'all. So like people will be noticing you. You guys will be feeling a lot more untouchable, but also feeling cherished and appreciated by everybody else around you. So it'll be an air of like, I deserve what I'm asking for, and I need that, and I will get that. And people will be like, yeah, hell yeah. we weren't even thinking that. We weren't even thinking twice of that. So yeah, for sure, you can have that. You know what I mean? So I get that. A lot of people being happy to have you in their life this week in terms of like career or in money. So, you know, some of y'all could be also connecting with somebody who has a lot of power, a lot of influence. Some of y'all are very popular. They may be very famous. So some of y'all may be having a famous patron or a popular patron or somebody who has a lot of influence coming to visit you guys or coming to see you guys soon, or you guys are doing some type of group activity or joint venture with people where a lot of people have their eyes on you. A lot of people are willing to connect with you. This week you're just gonna be standing out a lot more. So like in career wise, people can't miss you. So like you're like for the stuff that you're doing, for like the work that you may be doing, where maybe you're feeling exhausted, maybe you're feeling overworked, maybe you're feeling burnt out, maybe you're feeling underappreciated, maybe you feel intimidated by the work. Any of that shit don't really matter. People are going to be acknowledging like, oh no, you're very skilled at this. You're very good at this. You really have an understanding that other people don't have. So like that's going to be like encouraging you and keeping you going and making you feel like you know, a step above the rest. You know what I mean? It makes you just feel special. Like, you know, everybody's not like me, Cancer, the one and only. You know what I mean? Cancer, the one and only. All right. We got 3 of Cups in reverse, but it usually means that you guys may not really socializing with like close friends and family as much. So I guess you guys may be kind of busy then interacting with a bunch of people that you guys don't really know. So this week, that may be the overwhelming factor for y'all. Interacting with a bunch of people that you guys don't really know. So these may not be your regulars. That's what I mean. These may not be your regulars that are coming by spending money or your regulars that are like connecting with you this week. These are probably people, I mean, these are people who will become part of a bigger family, bigger unit with you, yes. But these are probably not the people that you mainly interact with or used to interact with on a regular. These are probably the newer people who like, you know, maybe at one time really didn't like, maybe they, like, Kimmy, you do like hair, right? You're a hairstylist, right? So like, this would be like people who might have seen that you were like, you know, doing hair, but maybe was going to this one girl before, but like she keep missing these appointments. So like, Kimmy, can you cut me today? You get what I'm saying? So like, these could be like people who do stuff like that. I'm giving you an example because Kimmy do hair. So it's like, you know, maybe these are people who like could have been there, could have bought from her, could have gotten like a service done with her, but like they were dealing with somebody else because maybe they had a loyalty to somebody else. You guys may be taking other people's loyalty, like taking other people's partners or taking other customers or something like that. Like you'll be looked at as highly regarded in this week. All right. So you guys will realize something about yourselves that you guys weren't aware of, especially with the Nine of Swords and this High Priestess. Traits about yourself that you've overlooked. You said they're already doing that, huh? Exactly. But that's what this week would be. This week would be like that. You know what I mean? So you guys could be looked at as like upper echelon and someone that like, you know, people have to get maybe special bookings or special privileges to be around. Okay, so anyway, Pisces, Sag, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn. All right, so that's going to be for career. Let's look at love this week for y'all. Okay, so let's look at love. So some of y'all are going to be having more of a bold and detached approach when it comes to love this week. All right, so this could be one where you guys are like looking at some of your limited factors, limited beliefs, maybe even a little bit taboo stuff. Like, I can't really do that. I don't do that. I'm not into that. I don't do that. I don't do that. All that stuff that y'all be doing. We got fixed energy that came out. Okay, so fixed energy is usually like being stuck in your way. We got Leo and Taurus energy. So you guys may be wanting the finer things or wanting all the best experiences right now. And the problem is needing to be patient this week. All right. So you guys may have some good prospects usually with the love, with the Leo energy. You may have good prospects like attractive partners. Partners usually with the Leo and the Taurus, these are partners who are usually in the public eye, partners who are very attractive, partners who are often desired by other people. So that is usually a problem. Because, you know, if too many people want this person, like, you know, it becomes competitive. And now you really have to step your ranking up to like get what you're really wanting. Not saying that you can't, not saying that you're not worthy of it. I'm just saying that can sometimes create the problems that we see in romance. You know what I mean? That's why they say you gotta get like a nice little 6, like a nice little 5, 6, something kind of light. Because, you know, they're gonna always appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? When you get like the one that everybody wants, they like, everybody wants me too. You know what I mean? So they be trying to ask for a lot, and that could be a lot. So unless you be like willing to like invest in partners like that, yeah, you know what I mean? This week, 3 of Pentacles. So some of y'all don't go. So 3 of Pentacles is like having to go closer to coworkers. So some of y'all may be having a little like, you know, rendezvous with a coworker or with connection. You say, yeah, that's a problem already happened. Yeah, you feel me? Because you want the top dog. Damn, you know what I'm saying? You want the top dog. You want the top boo boo. Everybody wants the top dog, the top boo boo. Duh. You know what I mean? And because everybody at the top wants it, it's like I got the last peanut in the whole world. How much would everybody pay for this one peanut? If you really love peanuts, peanut connoisseurs would pay millions, billions of dollars for a peanut. Even if I don't even want to sell the peanut, I'd be like, shit, that's too good of a deal to pass up. So it's like one of those. But anyway, I get you guys. At this time, you guys are being found very attractive by your coworkers, colleagues, people who see you regularly. We got Three of Pentacles. So your work, you guys may be getting closer to a work bestie, or a work bestie maybe trying to reach out to you, or people you guys couldn't get on the same page with, maybe trying to get your attention this week. All right, so it could be an Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Pisces. Yeah, people are reframing things. So yeah, we got 5 of Cups. People are, so some of y'all, they regret how things turned out between y'all with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. I'm telling you. All right, so people are regretting how things turned out. Some of y'all, they're missing you because we got 6 of Cups. People are nostalgic. All right, so then you got them coming back. So you got people coming back soon to get your attention, to get your acknowledgement, to get your approval. This could be just people wanting to interact with you more to get your attention on them. You know, even if you don't have anybody per se, people around you who you see regularly. These could be sometimes with the Three of Pentacles, these would be customers, but these would be customers who have like an underlying motive to being around you. Some of y'all are just starting to see you differently. Usually with the Three of Pentacles in this Hangman, anytime Three of Pentacles means I see you consistently, and the Hangman reverse is somebody who's seeing you differently, and that's what it means. So like there are people that you see sometimes regularly who like, you know, maybe at first you're like, they're okay. They're not all that. Or like people you were dealing with at one time, connecting with, even if it's a past relationship. People, people you were connecting with or dealing with, and maybe at the time you guys weren't really like on the same page or didn't have the same agenda in mind. But after being around each other for a while, you start to see what they see. Or you start to see them in a different light. You know what I mean? You know how like some guys you may see him, he's just okay. But you see him multiple times and you're like, you know what? Today he is kind of handsome. Oh snap, I see something here. You know what I mean? So the Wheel of Fortune just means, especially in reverse, it just means that there's eventually some type of interaction you're going to have where you guys are going to reconcile or get back around each other or like have a fond experience, a peaceful, happy experience. Sometime this week, you guys are going to connect with somebody you guys want to connect with. Some of y'all it's a reconciliation. Others of y'all it's just being around people who you're fond of, feeling cared for. Like it's almost like your career read where people are putting you on a pedestal. You know what I mean? Revering you as like highly influential or important, you know what I mean? VIP status type of shit. Exclusivity is like being connected to you means so much to me and all that good stuff, all that type of stuff. So like it's the same thing when it comes to romance. Partners or coworkers or people who you see regularly or people who you used to see regularly are like missing your presence and wanting to interact with you guys again. So you guys may interact with them out of nowhere. They may, like I said, some of y'all, they may make their presence known because of the Leo energy. They may just make their presence known. Some of y'all, they may stop trying to interact, but I don't really feel that way. Even if they stop trying to interact with y'all, I give it the 6 of Cups, they still miss y'all and they're still missing the attention. They're still missing the flattery. They're still missing the compliments. They're still missing the admiration. They're just missing the warmth that came with knowing you or being with you. All right. So people do want you back around this month or this week. I'm sorry, this week. I said this month, but maybe it's a month thing. Maybe it's all month November then. Could be all month. All right. Wheel of Fortune do also because we got in reverse. It means that any of these interactions that you guys are having with people, they're going to be different than how they were previously. So however they played out before, it's going to be a totally different like pattern. You know what I mean? So it changes a little bit with the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to change a little bit because they're looking at it totally different. You know what I mean? So like the interactions be different than what you're used to with them. You know what I mean? They may want it to go back to how it was. I think that's going to be a big thing. So it could be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sag, Taurus, Leo. All right. So that was that for Leo. No, that for Cancer. All right. So Gemini. Gemini. Okay. You said cross-watching, and I don't want that walking headache bringing his ass back. He will be right back, Marie. You know, he just went to go get milk. He know what you like. You like Captain Crunch with the blueberries. He know he gonna go get you some milk, and he will be back. Sheesh. Don't act like that. He going to Pathmark. He said he'd be back. All right, so we got going on in career. Unexpected breakthrough in your career. All right, so this could be unexpected moving forward. Because we got North Node, we got Aquarius energy or Uranus energy. So unexpected breakthroughs, epiphanies, learning curve, learning the job a lot faster. You know what I mean? You said you don't deserve good love. I be getting good love all the time. All the time. You don't know. I'll be getting it. Good love all the time. And then I'll be home by myself some days. Oh, you said Pathmark is closed today. Oh, it's just today. There's another Pathmark out there in New Jersey he went to. Anyway, all right, so this week you guys are going to be learning a lot faster. Unexpectedly, you guys are going to learn stuff a lot faster. Start intuitively knowing, like, what goes next, what you should be doing next, where you should be at, being in the right place at the right time, running into situations that, like, they kind of like, I don't know, you feel connected to a lot more. I just feel like you need to be here. You feel like you need to experience this, or you feel like you need to do stuff. You're just going to feel like that this week when it comes to career or when it comes to your finances. And that means that you may experience, like, what's going to work. You may pick it up a lot faster, too. What works, what doesn't work, scrapping the stuff that doesn't work. I don't know what it's going to have to do with anything, but, like, you guys are maybe coming up with a more socially conscious way of, like, maybe interacting with people. So I guess that's going to help out. Get some monies. I don't know. All right, you guys may be feeling a lot more comfortable, though, dealing with unexpected changes, too. So that's going to be something. You know what I mean? So, like, that maybe that's what it is. You guys are learning how to get outside your comfort zone and do things that feel uncomfortable in general, and do things that maybe, like, don't seem like they make any sense, or like that you would never see yourself doing, and just realizing, like, okay, intuitively I know what to do here. I know how to do this. You guys are just learning very quickly. You're going to have you guys are Gemini, so you guys learn very quickly. So you may just be learning a new lesson, a new life lesson that you're meant to learn. It could be also, we're going backwards. It could be also that you guys are becoming more goal-orientated or more mission-based. You know what I mean? So some of y'all are like changing your mission, changing your plan, your goal, whatever your goal was. You're changing something to, like, that matters more to you this week. So maybe if you had plans, I don't know, certain prospects that you had in mind or whatever, or certain experiences that you thought maybe you guys are changing. Like, I don't care about that experience. I don't want to experience that no more. I want to experience this now. You know what I mean? I want something that feels more soul grabbing, or something more that I feel more comfortable or feel more like at peace doing. So some of y'all are gonna be, like, doing that this week with your career. All right, but what else? You guys are gonna have a breakthrough in your career, so that's good. So you guys may, like I said, this may be like you guys may be able to reassure yourself. Maybe at work you're like, I don't know if I can do this, and you're like, I can do this, because we got the 8 of Wands, so that's good results, fast results, good news coming in your career. You're gonna be getting calls, texts, emails. Could be more customers. This could be also you guys going past the point of no return in something that you thought you could never do, whatever that may be. So, like, maybe at your job they put you in an department you don't want to be at. You're like, I can do this. I didn't know I could do it. I don't want to do that. I'm afraid to do it. What if I mess up? And then you get in there and unexpectedly you're, like, really good at this. You're like, wait, I can do this. I can do this. I'm here. I'm doing this. Because the North Node means you pick up very quickly on whatever is, like, changing, whatever's happening around you. Because part of the mission, it's part of where you're meant to go. It's for your growth. So the experiences you're having is so that you can grow. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So some of y'all is going to be, and the Tower. All right. So it's going to be triggering a lot of growth in you guys. So also going to trigger a lot of optimism in y'all this week. Could be also repeated payments, text calls, repeated customers, incremental payments. Some of y'all could be a windfall of money. It could be a lottery win. It could be anything. Unexpected, unusual money coming your way. That's a good thing for y'all. All right. Things just turn out in y'all favor. Stuff that you guys were afraid of. Like, you guys get out of that fear of, like, what's coming next? What's going to happen what would happen what if it turns out this way? You guys get out of that pessimistic wondering and learning how to deal with and adapt with, like, changes. You know what I mean? These changes are meant for your growth, or, like, fated for y'all because of the Wheel of Fortune and because of the North Node. Fated changes in your career. You know what I mean? Some of y'all could be leveling up, and others of y'all is just a lot more positive results, positive reinforcements, positive affirmations that are being given your way because some of y'all have finally broke through a comfort zone or finally done something that you were afraid to do, whatever that may be. You know what I mean? Then you start trusting yourself a lot more, and that's what brings in more beneficial opportunities because you're able to trust in yourself and trust in your skill set, trust in your ability, and trust in your natural knowing of what goes next or what should be happening. All right? So it could be a Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Sag, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini. Okay. So let's look at love. Okay, so love. Hey, have y'all ever had Garrett's? Y'all know anything about Garrett's? Garrett's popcorn. Fire. They say that it's supposed to be they said it's supposed to be Cleveland State Fair popcorn. I don't know though. I've never been to Cleveland. So I don't know. I gotta ask my boy. I'm gonna have to text him because he stayed in Cleveland. So I wonder if it really is that, or are they just selling it to me and saying that this is the Cleveland State Fair popcorn. I don't know, because that shit good. It's cheese and caramel put together. That shit slap. Boy, the other day I was clean. Today, matter of fact, today I was cleaning up, right? I was cleaning up, and I'd be having like food and stuff, not food, but like food, like closed up and stuff, like over by my door. Anyways, like grocery bags and stuff. You know how you have like the portable grocery bags, the not the disposable ones, but like the ones that you can take with you. So anyway, I'm cleaning up, and I realized that I had a bag of Garrett's that I never ate. I was so mad because I bought 2 bags recently for no reason. They have in my cabinet, but now I had this 3rd bag. So now I'm gonna eat the 3rd bag because it may be like a month old, maybe less. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna give my mom a fresh bag, and then we all good. So I still got the same 2 bags. But I was so excited to find some snack that I didn't even know that I had. This whole time I was really like sitting in the house like, I don't got no snack. I don't got no snack. I was rocking back and forth. No snack. I don't know what to do with no snack. So like, Anyway, let's look and see. So what's going on for love for y'all? Ooh, got Cancer energy. So this could be emotional reassurance, or this could be like you guys are reassuring yourselves. But I feel like some of y'all are gonna be having an emotionally reassuring partner coming your way this week, or just feeling really sensitive, feeling kind of moody, wanting to be touched, wanting to be hugged, wanting to be loved, or wanting somebody to touch, hug, love on. So that could be that. You know what I mean? You guys could be missing, longing, or people could be missing, longing for you. One of the two. Okay. Could just be a feeling of that in general. You know what I mean? Of like wanting a partner. If you already have a partner, you could just be like really clingy, really emotional, really huggy, really kissy, really affectionate. You know what I mean? Just all that. Just like, wanting to like be in their skin, and you could be wanting them to be in your skin. And then others of y'all are yearning for that type of connection with somebody. All right. So this week, let's see what we got. 4 cups. This could be a relationship that's built out of convenience. 4 cups in reverse too. Ace of Swords. So some of y'all could be a relationship with somebody who maybe in the past missed out, felt like they missed out, feel like they didn't take the opportunity that was being presented. Could be a Cancer, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer. Some of y'all are inviting them over, or they're inviting themselves over, or Scorpio. Somebody that you guys have gotten over, but you guys still yearn for, because we got 6 of Cups in reverse and the Death. So it's somebody who you guys haven't quite gotten over yet, or haven't fully released, haven't fully healed from. It's going to be trying to take an opportunity to reach out or talk to you guys. You know what I mean? Some of y'all is somebody you guys will not move on from because of the Death. Because of the Death in the 6 of Cups. So it's like some of y'all have moved on, but like you still hold on. Like, it's like, I'm gone. We're not together. But like, I wish. So some of y'all is that, or somebody's like that with you. So if it's not you, then it's somebody like that with y'all this week. There's a feeling of like missing you, wanting you around, needing your presence, wanting to fully emerge, or wanting to fully like submerge themselves into you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be part of your body. I want to be part of your day to day. All right. Some of y'all just getting tired of sleeping by yourself. So that might be it too. All right. Especially with that 4 cups. You could just be getting tired. Like if you guys have grown comfortable or used to somebody being there, there could be that growing pains of like, they're not here no more. All right. So it could be that. Some of y'all could be somebody who you guys have like, haven't fully let go, fully healed from, but like still kind of miss, still want them around. Maybe want the warmth of their body, or just want the connection with them, and do want to communicate. We do got Ace of Swords here, so some of y'all are going to seize the opportunity or seize the moment to text you, call you, message you, email you, something. They're going to reach out. Some of y'all are going to reach out. All right. I got a Death here, which means that it may go to another level between y'all. They may push for it to go to another level between y'all this week. So, like, this may be somebody who you guys may have, like, been around. Let's say if you don't even have a partner, somebody who's been around, who's like now maybe you guys don't socialize with that much, or maybe you used to socialize with, or you never socialized with, but wanted to socialize with. I get that opportunity being presented with the 4 cups and the Ace of Swords. It could be opportunity for you guys to like, maybe get close to each other, maybe start to like understand, maybe get comfortable with each other, get a little comfy, cozy with each other, maybe spend a little bit more time with each other. This is somebody really don't want to be without y'all. Never really being honest with the Death and the Temperance. They want y'all to be in their life forever, if I'm really being honest. So even though it's just a week thing, this is somebody who probably already imagined you guys being in their life for forever. So they may kind of push, even if it's a newer person, they may try to push to get you guys to move the connection further, faster. All right. It's gonna be somebody who's a big deal, but you may feel like at first that it doesn't mean that big. It doesn't mean that much that they're in my life. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? If you already have a partner, they may be like easily getting annoyed about stuff that you guys like used to do. You know what I mean? Or stuff that you do regularly that you maybe did as like a self-soothe. So something that you do like to soothe yourself may annoy your partner this week, or something that they do to self-soothe themselves may annoy you. You know what I mean? So that could be like some of y'all, the rose tinted glasses coming off a little bit with your partner, where you guys are like they're making you uncomfortable, but you're starting to realize that like you're comfortable and like you like their discomfort. So that's that there too. So, all right. So it could be doing the Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sag, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra. Okay. What's up there, Cody Black? Cody. Okay, Taurus. Hold on, man. Get a little sippy sip. All right. Oh, hold on real quick. I need to bite on a couple of grapes real quick. Ah, shit, legs. Woo. Amazing. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Dang. All right. So, Taurus, let's look at career. Taurus. Let me see. Does anyone know if I should still watch Taurus? If me and the ex are Taurus, huh? Yeah, you can still watch it. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Even if even like say if I was dealing with another Capricorn, it'd be the same story. It'd just be the same story. Because like even though you may not feel like you're doing whatever I'm saying that you're doing to them, they feel what's up there, Vegan Zai or ZZ or Zai. Anyway, it could be like they may perceive you as doing the negative stuff, even if it's not negative, or they may perceive you as doing the positive stuff, even if it's not positive. You get what I mean? Like you guys are like a mirror in a sense, so you can watch them both. All right, so Taurus, let's look at career. Wow, we done made it past 2 hours again. I haven't done 2 hours in a minute. All right, fifth house, that's cool when it comes to like career, cash. So you guys are getting comfortable, maybe creating. You guys be getting comfortable also like with people around your career. Some of y'all gonna be doing work or like creative projects, passions with people around you. You're just like starting to feel comfortable with, say, your coworkers, your colleagues. Also, you guys can be starting to feel more comfortable, like expressing your creative flair, your creative passion, your creative talents, your hobbies. Some of y'all are getting into a new hobby that's going to bring you some money, or you guys are like really tying down and like finding something to do outside of work more than anything. So like I don't know, I get you guys. If you're making money, you guys are gonna be having fun making money. That's what I will say. Let me look at this real quick. Hold on. Oh, okay, we somewhere. Okay, we getting somewhere a little bit. All right. So anyway, yeah, just starting to feel more compatible with your job. Starting to feel maybe more excited about work. Like maybe you guys will be like coming up with different ways to make work more comfortable, to make work feel more like home, so it doesn't feel like work. So this could mean like you guys are becoming like yourself, becoming more like Leo-ish, like where you're like talking shit, where you're being more flirtatious, where you're really like laying on the charm. You know what I mean? Like it feels like being in high school. Think of it like that. Like work doesn't even feel like work. It feels like high school. I'm chilling. These are my boys. These are my girls. We just chilling. You know what I mean? So like even if you're really working hard, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like we're enjoying ourselves. We're kicking back. What you doing? What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Some of y'all may be dating people at your job. I don't know if that has to do with anything good, but that always don't be good. But sometimes it do be. Depends. I don't know. Speaking of work, it just made me think of something. My mom used to work with my dad. Before I got here, that's how I got here. They used to work together. He was the boss. He was a supervisor. And she tells me this story. I'm telling y'all this story. So she was telling me that He wasn't all of that. She was like, he wasn't all of that, but like all the girls was on him, and he would like chase me down. And she was like, I used to beat him down with a stick. Back up, get off of me. She was like, she didn't even like him like that, but you know, he kept pursuing her, and then she kept seeing how all the other girls liked him. So she's like, maybe he's all right. You know what I mean? Social proof. You know how that works. And sure enough, after that, here I was, a couple of months later. You know what I'm saying? So it could be fraternizing. You guys could be fraternizing at work. I don't know if that's useful. I don't know. But with the fifth house and this fourth house, I know you guys at least getting closer to partners. I mean, you know, customers, clients, co-workers, or just starting to feel like work is like home again, a second home. Like I'm having fun here. I'm enjoying what I'm doing for work. You know what I mean? So it just okay. My bad, y'all. My bad. I just got a call. Ain't no thing though. All right. So anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's how it go too. And I got it on Do Not Disturb. That shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. But you know what? This is the longest I've been on live in a minute. 2 hours and I'm not done. You know what I mean? People are like, yeah, you should have been done, man. But anyway, let's look at career. What else we talking about? Okay, here we go. It says stay focused. You are close to achieving your dreams. So that's good. I said there are some secrets that there are no secrets that time does not reveal. So you guys are gonna be learning more stuff. More stuff is gonna be unraveling or showing itself to you. But it says you're about to achieve a dream. It says you have unique spiritual gifts. So some of y'all are tapping into a talent, natural ability, skill set that you have that's going to bring you more money. That fifth house usually means that you're getting more creative. Like, you know, adventure. It's like exploring, but it's also trying stuff. You know what I mean? Like child wonderment. So like even if you've been at your job for a while, it just has like this new feeling of like freshness, renewal, of like, you know, excitement. Like I've been working here at this job, but I like this job. You know what I mean? I like the people there. They like my family. Like so like you know what I mean? It's like a sense of home. It's a sense of comfort, peace. So like, you know, it's a good thing there. So it's not really nothing too major there going on career-wise for y'all. But unique spiritual gifts could just mean that some of y'all are monetizing maybe a hobby or monetizing something that you do on the side. So maybe you got like a part-time that like, you know, is maybe bringing in a little bit more money than normal or something like that. So something like that's happening here. All right, so let's look at the love. Let's look at the love for Taurus. Okay, we got Lilith. We love a little good Lilith. All right, what else? We got Lilith and we got the Sun here. So you guys are about to get something that you want in love, or somebody that you want in love. Could be a Leo, possibly a Scorpio. If it's not one of those signs, it don't really matter. It's gonna be somebody who's very attractive, very sexually appealing. If you don't have a partner, um, if you have a partner, then you guys are gonna be having a lot more sex. That Sun is vitality with the Leo. You guys may be feeling a lot more sexual, finding each other to be more appealing. You know, wanting to jump each other's bones, maybe in the parking lot. You know what I mean? So like, let's not care too much about that if you're in a relationship, because fuck you. I don't have that going on right now. So all right. So anyway, if you guys are like single or like dating around, mingling or whatnot, then you guys are about to get somebody that you really want, or about to have an experience with somebody that you really want. All right, so attractive partner, or very like a very sexually alluring partner. So even if they're not like physically attractive, you would fuck on them. So that this month you guys may feel empowered, expressing yourselves a lot more, expressing what you really want, expressing what you really need, maybe showing more skin this week. You know what I mean? Talking more, being seen more, liking to be seen more. So this could be like you're just posting more on social media. Maybe you're going out more. Maybe you're wearing clothes that are a little bit more like, you know, revealing. You know what I mean? Or you're just like going in places where people can see you, even though you know what they're looking at, whatever. Maybe you got nice breasts, maybe you have nice butt, maybe you got nice legs, maybe you have nice shoulders, chest, whatever. You just know that they like you, so you're gonna like show up and pop out and doing these things. We got three of wands on the bottom of the deck as I'm doing this. So the three of wands I know is about like having prospects. So some of y'all are having some good prospects, or about to align with some of the prospects that you had on your, let's say on your little book. You know what I mean? Like I want to get her, I want to get him. So we got two of Pentacles here. Okay, so you guys could be changing somebody's mind shortly. All right. Page of Cups. You got a romantic offer. Page of Cups, though, is just somebody who's just a little flirty. So this week, people who be like, we changing, flipping the script on y'all. So people who maybe was like, you know, maybe they were playing games at one time. Maybe they were giving you hot, cold, mixed signals at one time. They're going to be starting to play a little bit more with y'all this time. But like playing in a way where like you're going to get what you want now. You know what I mean? So some of y'all are about to make it a lot easier for you to get what you want too. We got 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords. Definitely gonna get a relationship if you guys want one. If you want one, there's potential of it right on the cusp of it right now. It's almost about to happen right now. Some of y'all, somebody's a little younger than y'all because of the page of cusp, but if they're not younger than y'all, maybe somebody stays at a distance. And then they could be about your age because we do got the 9 of Pentacles. So this could be like you guys, somebody you guys have a hot, cold connection. They may pick it up, start being more consistent this week. That could be that too. You know what I mean? They could start being more consistent, reaching out. Some of y'all, they could visit you or, you know, plan a trip, plan a vacation, plan something together with you guys. Because the 2 of Cups is here with the 9 of Pentacles. They want to do something with you guys together. Could be a joint venture. It could be whatever. It's something that they feel like would inspire you guys to take the connection past a certain point. All right. Somebody who's cute too. Like even if they're older, they're cute, but I get like younger. But if they're not younger, they just maybe like about your age or just a little bit older. Because the 9 of Pentacles is usually somebody who's about your age. Sometimes a little younger actually. So they could be a little bit younger than you. So think of like a year or like a month, a couple weeks, days, whatever. But the Page of Cups means that they're young. So you guys got 2 different people this week. So you got somebody who's maybe trying, some of y'all is like a friend because of the 9 of Pentacles. And then others of y'all, this is like somebody who romantically comes like approaching you in a romantic sense. Y'all were not friends. Y'all may have like casually said, hey, hi, what's up? You know what I mean? But like, we're not friends. So some of y'all is somebody who's like trying to take it past that level because they may find you to be taboo or maybe feel like I shouldn't be doing this, but I really want to do this. They just find you to be really attractive. They look up to you. They admire you. You know what I mean? It's that. They're fond of you. All right, so it could be some of y'all, somebody who you guys may have felt like wasn't fond of you because the 2 of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's they flipped the script. We flipped the script because at one time it didn't seem like this person even liked me in that light, but now, oh wait, oh you like me, huh? So some of y'all it's gonna be a friend that's starting to like you, and then others of y'all it's gonna be like somebody who you guys may have seen from time to time who's gonna flirt with y'all, who's gonna reach out to y'all and maybe try to see where it can go. What's up there, son of Swaggy? Let's try to see where it can go. Some of y'all they want to have a partnership or they want to do something together, whatever that may be. Maybe a trip. It may be a creative venture. It could be a hobby that y'all may do. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Let's go for a walk. Let's go do something. They want to do something. Some of y'all just a little date. Something. You know what I mean? A little get together. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, let's say in the darkness of night. So it could be at night. Maybe you guys are going out in the town or something. You're doing something. You know what I mean? This week. There's some experiences that are meant to like expand your horizons when it comes to romance. So a relationship that you guys already have or a relationship that you guys are about to have is going to expand your horizons into like maybe what's possible in your romantic life. You know what I mean? So you guys could get into a relationship, and then others of y'all could like, you know, build maybe a taboo connection, which whatever that may be for you. I don't know what that may be. It don't have to be like non-traditional. It don't have to be without you know what I mean? It don't have to be without like guidelines or rules or whatever, or like a title or whatever. But it could just be like something that maybe feels a little bit more empowering because I'm getting to do it the way that I really want to do it and not the way that I think I should be doing it. So that's what I'm feeling like y'all gonna be doing something that you really wanted to do, even if you feel like you shouldn't be doing it. Or people are going to be approaching you, even if they feel like they shouldn't be doing it. It's going to be a lot of unbridled passion. You may have a lot of energy, a lot of sexual energy. Even if you're not having sex, you may just be feeling extra horny, a little freaky. You know what I mean? You may just be feeling super passionate about like, you know, experiences and about like wanting to explore and wanting to like see where things can go for the most part. At the very minimum, that's what you probably should be feeling like. All right. And feeling a lot more sexually desirable. You'll feel that way too. All right. So could be dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Sag, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo. Is that all signs? That's all the signs. Okay, so that's all signs. So all the signs. All the signs. Okay. So here we go. At the very end. Woo! Aries, we did it. Okay, that's everybody. Yeah, that was everybody. All right, so Aries. Let's look at career. Career. What we got going on with the career? All right, so you guys are exploring. So some of y'all are gonna be getting outside the comfort zone. You guys could be traveling, maybe. All right, or you could be expanding at your job, maybe learning something different, learning something that like other people don't know. Because we do got trying here too. So it means a lot of situations that you guys are experiencing are for your greater good, or for a beneficial opportunity in your life. They're meant for you. So some of y'all's gonna be trips, literally traveling, but then others of y'all it's gonna be like big experiences that are meant to like show you where you belong in this world. You know what I mean? So if these are let's call them grandiose experiences that are coming your way. All right. You guys maybe wanting to explore more. Maybe you guys want to get outside of the field that you're currently in. or just the job is just taking you further than where you expected it to take you. Like the job itself can start to take you in a different direction where you're like, maybe how can I explain it? Maybe you started off as like a hairstylist and maybe you only had a chair, but then it started taking you into a light where maybe I want to own my own store, my own, my own salon. Maybe I want to create a brand of shampoo, create a comb. Like it kind of like inspires you in that light to like expand upon it. So you guys could be doing stuff. Some of y'all could be becoming a teacher or teaching people about your experiences or sharing more of your experiences, which is going to bring in some money. Or you guys are just running into a lot of different like beneficial opportunities while exploring, while traveling, which has nothing really to do with your career, but like it does. To me, career is like, I'm a Capricorn, so career is like everything I do. Even when I'm resting, I'm at work. In my mind, career never ends. You never shut it off. It's just part of your day to day. All right. Your job gets a lot easier too. You guys start feeling a lot more optimistic. Start feeling a lot more happy. Some of y'all are getting over being socially awkward or worried about what other people think. You guys are just letting, I'm about to say, some of y'all are going to let your free flag fly. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, so a lot of good vibes. Okay. If you guys work under somebody, you guys are like avoiding being disciplined. At work, people are jealous. That's natural. Some of y'all people are just jealous because you guys haven't like given up. You guys haven't really fallen off. That might be really it. Like some of y'all may have been like, in the way of some people, maybe like stepping up or like, getting maybe more recognition or getting more attention or something like that. Some of y'all is people jealous that you guys haven't fallen off or haven't really quit. Like, people may be wanting you to quit. Let me say that. People may be wanting y'all to quit because some of y'all are like sucking up all the air in the room or like getting a lot of attention or like a big deal in your environment or at your job, wherever you are. Even if you don't work, you guys may be a big deal. Maybe because people kind of like feel intimidated by you. Some of y'all your stature, like maybe how tall you are, maybe how attractive you are, maybe how confident you are, maybe how well you deal like with unexpected changes and learn how to adapt. You know what I mean? They probably already see the star potential in you with the star here already. People already kind of know, like you exceed expectations of majority of the people around us. So that's a big thing. So a lot of y'all are standing out in your job at this time. So that's something that's going to be useful to y'all. Y'all may be becoming a lot more bolder or a lot more blunt with your approach with people. And that's also going to yield you some good results. All right. So you may be like put up in a leadership position. If you can be put into a leadership position where you are, maybe put in a position where you really don't want to be in, like leadership wise, like I don't really want to do that this week, you know what I mean? So it could just be like today everybody just had to check in with you. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, let them check in with me, but I don't really want to do that shit. You know what I mean? So some of y'all could be that. Because you guys, some of y'all didn't really fall apart. Y'all didn't experience the disaster that people were expecting to happen for you. So like maybe people thought that like what you were doing was going to fall apart by now, but it hasn't. You know what I mean? Like, if you start a business and people was like, why'd you start that business? Or you started a new job that maybe wasn't like traditionally in the way that you thought you were. People were like, why'd you do that job? They'd be like, I'm surprised you ain't quit that job. I'm surprised that job ain't fired you yet. I'm surprised you ain't, lost disability and have to go get a real job or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Stars here is that people just a little bit jealous of like your creative potential. So some of y'all are maybe able to create money out of nowhere, create opportunities out of nowhere, or you guys are trying your hand with something creative and it may get you a lot of attention or admiration this week. So if you guys do like content creating or do something that maybe like entails catching people's eye, you may do something this week that catches a lot of people's eye. Something that you didn't even expect. Like you may do something that you'd be like, that's nothing. I wasn't even really like trying. And it just catches a lot of people's attention. Like, oh shit. So this could also play out in a romantic way too, where I'm getting like somebody who like wants to approach you could be happening. But we're not going to skip this career and go into like that love on the same spread. We'll just create a different spread. But yeah, a lot of like good positivity around you, a lot of supportive people, a lot of like opportunities that are meant for you to expand or to grow or to get something out of these experiences are coming your way. You know what I mean? So it's just meant for you to do something that you normally wouldn't do. Be bolder, take that approach, be more argumentative, state your like your perspective in things. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid of saying maybe uncomfortable stuff to people. Don't be afraid of expressing your philosophy, your views, like getting comfortable with that. So this week you guys may be doing that. Like I said, people may be trying to sabotage y'all. Some of y'all, you may have like people who've been in a leadership position or have been in a position before you, prior to you, trying to sabotage you or trying to like defame your name or something like that. But It really doesn't work, is what I'm trying to say. Especially with the King of Wands reverse, you don't get disciplined in the way that they thought you would. So, like, how can I explain that? Like, I mean, yeah, I think I explained that pretty well. I was about to say, like, say we were doing social media and somebody reported your page. They don't reprimand you in the way that they thought they would. They ain't going to shut your page down because maybe you're really popular. Maybe you're really big. But, like, if they were to try to do that, like, that's not going to stop it. Or, like, somebody tries to, like, maybe pop your tires to keep you from going to work and you work, like, don't even worry about showing up to work. You can get paid off. You can either get time off with pay or you just work from home. You know what I mean? So, like, you don't even have to come into the office. Just work from home. Like, little stuff like that. Stuff that would normally be a hindrance or a setback for you isn't going to be a hindrance or a setback. So there'd be jealousy around that. You know what I mean? So this maybe also, like I said, create more optimism and a more of adventurous spirit for y'all this week. Also, you guys may be focusing a lot on your body this week too. So it could be Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Sag, possibly. Okay, let's look at the love life. Whoa. Love life. What are we talking about? I know YouTube is loving this right now. YouTube, like, you was on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. We love it. All right, so what you guys doing in love? So you guys got past partner coming back around, or 12th house? Some of y'all is a partner that never gave you closure. All right, so far we already got Pisces, we got Capricorn. Others of y'all, if it's a newer person, then it's going to be a new person who feels comfortable, who you guys jump straight into the same pattern with that you jumped in previous connections. But this person is coming so that way you can realize why you keep doing the same pattern that you always do. You know, so somebody's coming through probably as a triggerer, a triggering experience meant to break you out of a rut or break you out of a negative mindset, a mindset or behaviors that you keep overlooking and not paying attention to. All right. So, Nine of Wands. Okay, so Nine of Wands is usually fearful, not wanting to. I always look at it as not wanting to change or not wanting to approach situations that you probably should approach. So somebody wants to approach you is going to be strategic with you this week. Two of Wands. It don't even got to be this week, Prince Arena, because I was telling everybody that in the very beginning. Like, this is like, you really can't control, say, this week is going to happen. Like, good chances that it can happen, but like stuff just like, you know, it's fluid. It may not happen exactly this way, but like it's close to it around this time. So anyway, you guys may be distracting yourselves. Some of y'all may be distracting yourselves with other stuff, work, creative projects, you know what I mean, other stuff. Because some of y'all, there could be a little power struggle with people that you guys are holding back from with the strength and the moon. But you guys may not really be aware of why you're holding back or why there's a feeling of like not being in control or feeling like you can't control yourself. So you may have like uncontrollable emotions during this time. So old feelings, old wounds, old insecurities, stuff like that maybe keep coming up. Past scenarios, past, I don't know, interactions are coming up. You guys may be having irrational thoughts and fears. That's it already? That's the vibe I'm getting. Irrational thoughts and fears going on. All right, so some of y'all could be like playing games with each other, power struggles with each other, ego battles with each other, not wanting to express yourselves or talk to people, but like wanting them around, them wanting you around, wondering what you're doing, people wondering what you're doing. You're wondering what they're doing. They're wondering what you're doing. There's that going on this week. And really holding back. So they want to approach you. I get a vibe of so 12th house can mean that they could approach you, but they could also limit themselves because like fear, irrational thoughts, making up their own little scenarios. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they may attempt to because of the Nine of Wands. Some of y'all, they're going to attempt to reach out. And then others of y'all, they're going to try to attempt to like distract themselves and hold back and, you know, focus elsewhere, focus on other things, you know what I mean? But still kind of wonder, like, what are you doing? What are you up to? What's going on? Yeah, Hierophant reverse. So some of y'all, it could be a divorce or a separation, but you'll still be on this person's thoughts, even if that's the case. Because the 12th house is endings and closures, or like beginnings at the same time. So like they may end, but they also like develop into something else. Sometimes they develop into obsession because maybe we didn't get everything out that we wanted to say. Because with the moon here, it's like I'm afraid to come forward. So some of y'all, you have people who are afraid to come forward but plan to, but I guess they're just waiting on the right time. With the Hierophant, they may feel like there's a right and a wrong time. And what I get is a Knight of Wands is at some point, if it's not this week, they're just going to make a move for it. You know what I mean? Or you'll make a move, somebody. Somebody's going to make a move for it. Can't really say who. Because the moon gives like obscurity. We don't even know if we want to. So I think that might be it. All right, some of you guys are like learning how to exercise patience and not like having control in situations, or like not being able to control where things are going. You guys are learning how to deal with uncertainty, learning how to deal with vagueness, learning how to deal with silence, learning how to deal with like aloneness, you know what I mean, your own feelings. So some of y'all are learning how to do that, because Capricorn showed up first, which is not really something that you look for in love unless you're looking for long term. But like in this moment, you guys may have like high hopes for people to be long term, long before you even get to know them that well. Is the vibe I'm getting, because these are maybe people who are still mysteries to you, or people who you're still a mystery to, and they're like projecting on you who they think you can be. So this week I get that. Like you guys may have connections with people, but they may be like non-traditional. There may not be no real guidelines, or may not be no titles really spoken. You know what I mean? There could be a desire for forgiveness, or a desire for intimacy. Because the moon is here, if this is a newer person for y'all, this would be somebody who's going to be like love at first sight. They're very ambitious. They remind you of somebody who you already have known or already have interacted with before, but you may be afraid because they may kind of remind you of somebody who you've already dealt with before, that maybe you didn't close out the cycle with or end the cycle with properly. They're reminding you of that same pattern. So some of y'all may feel fearful of a new person repeating a pattern that you've already experienced in a previous connection this week. You know what I mean? So if it's a newer connection, y'all may be getting closer, but like your fears and irrational ways could be really keeping you from moving forward in the relationship, or their fears and irrational ways could be keeping them from moving. So that's where your patience is going to have to come up. Your patience is going to have to, like, you know what I mean, take center stage. All right. So it could be with Sag, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces, Capricorn, Sag. All right. All right. So anyway, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for hanging out for like 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank y'all all. Anyway, I'm about to get going. I'm about to go check on my mom and them. Take the little snacks over there. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy my day. So y'all have a great one. Enjoy yourselves. Don't let them work you too hard. Well, there's no work today. But maybe if you're at work, don't let them work you too hard. And you know, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm gone, y'all. I don't remember, Pinterina. I don't know. I forgot what I said about y'all money, but it's possible. I forgot what I said. I ain't gonna lie to you.